partner of Kate Matlela may have used those blue lights. I think they've managed to obtain some visuals or videos of the current wife also at some point using those blue lights. So after denying, he was asked some really tough questions by the commissioners, and he really had to concede that he signed off on things he shouldn't have signed off on, and he signed off on things that gave, on documents that gave access to Kate Matlala's company to use the blue lights.
Of Chief Mapia as lectures. That's where the chair started with you. Remember, we were talking about your signature.
Yes, sir.
And you confirmed that this is your signature.
Yes, I'm confirming again.
Yes. Now, the document starts on page 62, and it is a memorandum of agreement. You've already said it is proposed. I don't have any issue with that. Now, are you authorized in your position, or were you authorized then in your position as Director Specialized Services to sign memoranda of agreement on behalf of Ekurhuleni Municipality?
As I've said, this is the proposed sign. That's why it's even said. That's why I even said again. I'm repeating again, Commissioner.
Commissioner, I said I don't take issue with that. I accept that it is proposed.
Oh, yes.
My question is, were you authorized to sign memoranda on behalf of the Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Police Department? Were you authorized, yes or no?
No, at that time, no. As a director, no.
So you are not authorized. So what are you doing signing MOUs that you're not authorized to sign, that give access to Kate Matlala's company to use the blue lights? Oh, my goodness. I'm going to take you live to the Madlanga Commission. I want us to hear as he finishes his testimony, and then what we'll do afterwards is then continue with the 702 open line. So even if he finishes after 10, we'll change things up today on the show. We won't have the hanging out feature. We'll take your calls or take the remainder of his testimony. At 11 o'clock, though, we're going to do our Thursday dialogue. There's an important conversation I want us to have about the so-called woke movement or woke culture, whatever you want to call it. Is it dead? Are we transitioning as a society to a post-woke era? And what does that mean? Some people believe that wokeness became divisive during debates on issues like land, cultural identity, decolonization, the Me Too movement, you name it. And some may describe the peak of wokeness or of the woke movement, as during the times when we had the Fees Must Fall or the Roads Must Fall movements, as they were catalysts for important change, or as moments when wokeness tipped into moral rigidity. And I really wonder if that is not what has also damaged, if at all, the credibility of the woke movement. Remember the call-outs and the cancel culture? How much damage did those have on the woke movement? I mean, at some point, people were trying to find problematic aspects in this movement. People who were trying to find those were branded as people who were against social justice and inclusion, and yet they themselves could argue that they were simply against moral policing or performative activism. Because if we're being honest, the movement was exploited by some. It was weaponized by some people to an extent. So what are your thoughts? I think a growing body of research and public opinion data suggests that the momentum of certain types of woke discourse and institutions may be slowing or shifting, while support for many of the values tied to wokeness, like equality, inclusion, diversity, remains substantial. In fact, Chimamanda Adichie once said, and I quote, "We have a generation of young people on social media so terrified of having the wrong opinions that they have robbed themselves of the opportunity to think and to learn and to grow," end quote. So what are your thoughts? Do you think wokeness seems to have a few defenders these days? Is it slowly dying, or has it become more contested? I want to hear your thoughts when we start this debate on our Thursday dialogue at 11 o'clock. That's the show coming up over the next 3 hours.
Clement Manyathela, streaming on the Prime Media Plus app.
DSTV channel 856,
92.7
and 106 FM. Morning, Clement. I don't think we had a testimony there. The guy was all over. The guy did not say anything that you can understand. Even the commissioners themselves were so frustrated because they ask this question, he says something different. Even us as viewers, we couldn't comprehend what he was trying to say. You can't link anything. So really, 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 I wish if it was possible, they didn't even call him to come back again, because really, he didn't say anything substantial. Thank you. Have a great show.
Good morning, Clement. It's Mam Thandi from Pretoria East. Unfortunately, Clement, this Mkhwanazi guy is the law unto himself. There is no structure in that department where he was working. There is no discipline. There is no overseeing. I wonder what was happening in that department. I don't even wish to be there if I had to be given a chance. Is that what our tax money is paying for? Is that the caliber of staff whom we need to entrust our safety, our security in their hands? It's a shame to our countries, Clement. Thank you, bye.
Morning, Clement. This guy is a tactic. He's a master tactician when it comes to delaying. If you noticed, I think all of the people that have come to answer the allegations made against them have tried to play the same trick. Look at the minister, does not answer a question directly. He goes around verbosity, like he plays around with words. General Sibia at the ad hoc committee was the same. He pretended not to have comprehension skills, but it was a tactic. These people know exactly what they're doing. I will not be convinced otherwise. Thank you.
Yeah, there's some people who believe they've got a comprehension problem, but that's exactly what they want you to believe. These people have managed to evade accountability for so many years for a reason, because they've mastered the art of lying and the art of delaying things, the art of diverting attention. The testimonies of Julius Mkhwanazi, Dr. Imogen Mashazi, Brown Mokhotsi, and those other Hawks officers who were sent to KT Molefa's home, who appeared at the Madlanga Commission, have really shown how rotten things are. And I actually think this is the advantage with the Madlanga Commission, the investigative powers. Whereas in Parliament, at that ad hoc committee, you can deflect as you like. Some MPs do their research and they can ask you some tough questions. But at the Madlanga, you must know that when they ask you stuff, that's going to be grounded on actual evidence. So tread carefully. You're not dealing with politicians here, some of whom may just want to grandstand. You're dealing with people who are asking you questions based on evidence. And that's exactly what Julius Mkhwanazi is facing at the Madlanga Commission. He's wrapping up his testimony. Let's go to the Madlanga Commission now, and then I'll continue with your calls and your WhatsApps as well.
Facilitation
We don't
is
need
saving.
to fight about this.
Facilitation is saving prison. Commissioners, you are there, me. I can't agree to leave my kids and go to jail for something that I didn't do. I didn't put blue lights. I must say, I can't.
Nobody.
I may want to be honest and impress you, but not with lies.
Nobody has said anything about jail, Commissioner.
This is a commission of inquiry. You will be making recommendation. I will be sitting somewhere, and I won't see you that. I will see you after 10 years or 50 years.
And Commissioner, to be fair to you, I don't think anybody is suggesting that you physically got the blue lights and fitted them on Mr. Matlala's vehicles. I don't think anybody is suggesting that.
Commissioners, on your side, yes, but that side, it's different. Even yesterday, you assisted me when I was lost. agreeing about that letter that you submitted, a letter to Chief of Police. I was saying it's English. I was lost. Up until you said, no, man, this is 20. I said, oh, but you said you didn't remember. I said, in fact, there you were so fair to me because I was lost, and you were able to assist me. And at night, when I visited you, I said, but they are fair. They assisted me where I was lost. Thank you for that.
I didn't mean to interrupt because we don't have enough time. But because of the debate about facilitation, I thought it's only fair that I take you to the documents so that you can understand what the allegation is.
Oh, yes.
And now that I've done that and we've agreed that this is what you did, I can give the time back to Advocate Clement.
Just one very minor point arising from my colleagues' questions. You said that the memorandum, let me call it the CAT VIP memorandum, would have gone out of the EMPD for approval, final approval within the Metro after internal approval within the EMPD. Am I correct?
Yes, the process is yes, Commissioner.
Yes. So because the only person that signed within the Metro was you, it never went out of the EMPD. It remained within the EMPD.
Yes, it never. Yes, we are correct.
Yes,
you are correct.
Yes,
you are correct, Commissioner.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, you are the person within the EMPD that interacted with Mr. Chris Steyn with regard to the registration of these motor vehicles.
Yes, Commissioner.
So if he had to have a copy of this memorandum, it is only natural that he would have had to come to you to obtain a copy of that memorandum, not so?
Yes. He was communicating with me.
Yes.
But the attachment, he may not.
No, please. So the answer is yes.
Yes.
Now we have these documents that Commissioner Khumalo has referred you to, and this memorandum is within that pack. Is it not only logical that, as Commissioner Khumalo was suggesting to you, you must have given that memorandum to Mr. Chris Steyn? Is that not only logical?
It's not. Because there's a third person now. This bundle doesn't come from Chris. It's coming from another person. And in my bundle, I've got two statements.
And where all of a sudden would Mr. Chris Steyn have obtained this memorandum, if not from you?
I'm not sure that this bundle, this document...
I'm talking about just the one, please. Just the one, just the memorandum.
No,
where all of a sudden would he have gotten this? You accept that it was an EMPD document and before approval within the EMPD, it remained within the EMPD. And you also accept that the only person he interacted with regard to the registration was you. And now we see an EMPD document, and I'm saying that in quotation marks, of course, because it was never approved. We see an EMPD document amongst the documents that Mr. Chris Steyn says he got from you. So my question is, how can you suggest that he did not get it from you? It's only logical that he must have gotten it from you under these circumstances. Why is that not so?
Oh, yes. May I respond, Commissioner?
Yes, logically.
Yes, logically, this is not coming from Chris Steyn. It's coming from PN10. It's coming from the bundle says, I'm also going to refer to you to my bundle where I've got another letter that comes from Mr. Chris Steyn. Yes. My argument is that, you see, this doesn't come, all the bundle, it's the evidence of those that are alleging me, you see. I'm not guaranteed, I'm not sure, because you said to me, it must state, as she was leading the evidence, that the letter must be specific. Even yesterday, you said so many times, commissioners, you see. But now, this letter doesn't say, I even got the memorandum of
does.
understanding. Then it comes from a third person and a fourth person. That's my challenge.
It does, actually. Look at the last sentence.
See the attached donation of your P letter and yes,
It does.
It does. No, I was still reading. Then the commissioner said, "Let's go up," because I wanted to confirm what he was saying.
So now that you see it, you accept.
No. If it's from Chris, I accept.
Please, you accept that he got it from you.
Yes, it is from Chris. I accept, because I'm the one who was engaging.
Why is it that you only accept it when you see it in black and white?
No.
Surely you must know, as a matter of fact, Commissioner, that you either gave this document to Mr. Christine or you did not. Surely you must know.
Now, if I did, I will agree. I won't lie to the commissioner. It's just that I don't trust some of the allegations that are coming from some of those bundles.
Please do not conflate issues. Please do not conflate issues. There's a difference between knowing that you actually did something and not wanting to admit that you did it because you are suspicious of other people. There's a difference between the two. So now are you saying that you were denying purely because you were suspicious that other people snuck this letter in here? Is that what you were suggesting earlier?
Yes, but now you are clarifying it. I get you, and I agree on your latest clarification that there's a difference between
Can you explain why you suddenly accept that you gave this memorandum to Mr. Christine?
No, the letter is very clear. And
so
I trust all the documents that I gave to him.
You must be told by the letter before you accept what you actually did.
No, Commissioner, this is long ago. I don't even remember. That's why I'm saying you are honest to me. This commission is showing me the documents that I didn't have, that I forgot about it. Now I'm able to check and see. Even during the week last week when I was in time, I saw many documents that I don't remember about, or some that are still new to me. You see, that's why I'm saying to you, at least you are fair. I'm able to refer. Even if I forgot, you still remind me and say, no, but there's this letter.
The last question on this.
Yes.
So if I had not shown you this last sentence, you would leave this hearing having categorically denied that you ever gave Mr. Christine this letter, this memorandum.
No, even if I agreed, but deep down in my heart, I was going to say, but this is not fair.
No. Please answer the question. My question is, if I had not shown you this last sentence of Mr. Christine's letter, you would have left this hearing having categorically denied that you ever gave Mr. Christine this memorandum.
Commissioner, I was going to ask you again, can you assist me by confirming, because you are independent? I was going to say that, like yesterday.
That's not answering my question. Please answer my question.
Let me say yes. Let me say, because I was doing that, yes.
Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you.
Commissioner, maybe let me start it's still on this topic.
Oh, yes,
yesterday, you remember, with the chair and with Ms. Sillo, you looked at the SPI's annexures. If you could just pull that bundle so that you have the same page that I have. And then page 4 of that bundle.
Let's see. I'm confusing these papers now. You'll assist me.
All right, while they look for some more documentations, we're going to get the latest in Eyewitness News headlines, and then we'll take you back to the Madlanga Commission afterwards. Sfiso, hi.
Thanks, Clement. Good morning. Suspended Police Minister Senzo Mchunu will again appear before the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry today. Mchunu briefly testified for 2 hours at the commission sitting in Pretoria on Tuesday. He started by outlining his decision to disband the Political Killings Task Team, claiming they were unlawful in their continued operations and were in breach of the Public Finance Management Act. The Western Cape ANC has laid a complaint with the Public Protector against Premier Ellen Winde, accusing him of failing to declare a sponsored trip to New York last year. The party says Windy's omission in the register of members' interests on the Western Cape legislature constitute a failure to declare interest as required by the Executive Ethics Code and relevant legislation. And Parliament's International Relations Committee has requested the department to help facilitate a meeting with its U.S. counterparts to iron out matters related to its position on South Africa. This comes after the U.S. excluded South Africa from a G20 Sherpa meeting on Sunday, the first of the meetings under its presidency. Those are the headlines. This EWN and more at 10 or as it happens.
EWN Traffic.
Travelling on the M1 North, we've got delays coming out of Boyson's Road towards the Crown Interchange. Please be on the lookout there. About a 10-minute hold up along this route, while in Amalgam, bumper-to-bumper traffic on the M2 West between the Crown Interchange and the Main Reef Road. There's also queuing traffic on the N3 South between the Kilulis Interchange and Van Buren Road. Roadworks are causing these delays, as well as on the N3 on both directions between Marlborough Drive and the Baklu Interchange. Please be on the lookout there. In Fourways, we've got an accident reported. It's on the Winnie Mandela Drive right near Leslie Avenue, is causing delays. There's also queuing traffic on the N1 South in the Midrand area just as you approach Olifantsfontein Road. More updates coming up. Stay tuned.
There's more EWN on air, online, and on the EWN app.
Africa Milani.
Weekday mornings,
4 to 6.
You want to pick up on funerals and how we clearly are no longer regarding them with the same level of sanctity as we did in the past.
Why buy me roses when I am no longer? How do you dig up a grave? Those people remaining have got now just believe this is now a sudden black thing. You cannot be buried in an ordinary coffin because you'll be talk of the town. That is why I'm a Radio 702 listener, because you guys have got brilliant ideas.
Thank you, Lindy. Thank you. That's very, very kind of you.
Africa Milani.
4 to 6 on 702.
You've heard the songs, but until you've seen it live, you haven't experienced the magic of Cats. Coming to Monte Casino from 17 January until 22 February, it's the memory shared by millions. Book now with Web Tickets. Brought to you by Peter Turin and GWB Entertainment.
Elevate your flying experience with Lift Premium. Enjoy even more space, comfort, and convenience with priority boarding, extra baggage allowance, and complimentary lounge access. Visit lift.co.za today.
We did it once and it was big. We did it twice and it was bigger. Now the Motor Select Demo Deal Dash is even bigger than ever before. And it's happening this Friday and Saturday only. Get up to 100,000 Rand trade-in assist on over 1,800 demo models from 26 leading brands. Backed by SA's largest and leading dealer network. 2 days only. Visit motorselect.co.za to shop the demo range now.
You want to build a quality home, the eye-catching jewel of the town, but your personality type is bargain hunter. It's only been 2 months and your quality home is the neighborhood nightmare. So abantu bazotini about the peeling paint that you call abstract art, the cracked walls that look like frown lines. Skip the embarrassment and the hunting. Make smarter decisions for your home. Visit Cash Build online to order quality cement, paint, and more at the lowest prices. Cash Build.
Standard Bank and 702 have joined forces to bring you China Unlocked.
One of the most recent examples of this is the signing of 2 very important MOUs whilst we were at the Chinese International Import Expo, which in itself is quite an exciting event to help expose South African and African products to China. We signed an MOU and with the Chinese Chamber of Commerce for import and export of machinery and electronic products. What that helps us with is it helps our clients connect directly to equipment manufacturers and manufacturers of electronic products in China. It cuts out the middleman, and what better way to do that to help our clients get direct access to the equipment and technology that they need to do that.
Don't miss China Unlocked on 702 Drive with John Perlman. Tuesdays on 702. Brought to you by Standard Bank Business and Commercial, an authorized FSP and registered credit provider.
Your voice.
Your station.
Your open line.
Walk the talk with Clement Manyathela.
On 702.
25 minutes before 10 o'clock. It's a 702 open line, but we are shifting things a little bit, so we'll continue with the open line. Just right after Julius Mkonazi wraps up his testimony. He's expected to wrap it up soon, in fact, probably in less than 30 minutes or so, because they've actually realized that he is not going to finish his testimony today. So they're going to wrap up at some point this morning to allow for Senzo Mchunu, the Minister of Police, who's on special leave, to be asked the questions today. Because remember, just the other day, they were leading his evidence. And from today, the commissioners and the evidence leader are going to now comb through his statements and ask him some really tough questions. So we're going to take you back to the Madlanga Commission, but keep your responses coming, please, on 072 702 1702. I'll go to your WhatsApps when we come out.
It's okay. It's all right. Anyway, they were registered in the name of the municipality, so they were public property, actually. So we're entitled to mention them. So you've got that in that colorful list, and then at 247, we have a license, motor vehicle license disc certificate, and then you confirm at 247, you confirm the registration number is BZ.
Yes, Commissioner.
Okay, and the motor vehicle is BMW 3 Series.
Yes, Commissioner.
Okay, and then at the top again, it has your name and a cell phone number, and you say that's your handwriting.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, Commissioner.
So we know that, now we know from this that at least some of the vehicles in this list are the vehicles that you ask Mr. Steyn to register.
You are 100% correct, Commissioner.
Okay. And this list, what I call the list, it says to somebody, this document here, it says to somebody, just for completeness, it says in the first paragraph, this letter serves to confirm that the EMPD, under the command of Acting Deputy Municipal Police Commissioner Brigadier J.D. Mkwanazi of Specialized Services, has an endless working relationship and memorandum with CAT VIP. So you accept this is your letter. You must accept, because these vehicles that I've read for you are here with registration numbers, and they are on the license certificates, which has your name, and you say it's your registration, it's your handwriting.
The address, yes. In this document, yes.
So
100% yes,
okay.
Commissioner.
All right, thank you. You can put Nisa away. And then, but still related to the same topic.
Then,
still
I
on
remove
this,
the file.
yeah, you can put away Nisa now. Still on this same.
Same document, eh?
No, the same topic, the same related topic. You said earlier when you were explaining to Ms. Sillo how things work with registration, with vehicles. You said Mr. Steyn, as the proxy, is the one that deals with the registration. Okay, do you want me to repeat myself?
No, I'm listening.
You heard me. Yes. All right. You were explaining to Ms. Sillo how it works.
Yes, that's good.
That the proxy, Mr. Steyn, he's the one that deals with registration of vehicles. He's the one that hands out vehicles to officers, and by the time he hands them out, they already have blue lights. He sorts that out.
Yes,
I think
yes,
that's
yes,
what you said.
Yes, Commissioner.
So
let me, blue lights and branding, if there's a branding, yes. I agree with you 100%.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you ask him to register a vehicle, and it's an EMPD, it's going to be an EMPD vehicle, and the donation letter, remember the donation letter, you don't have to go to it, I'll read it. And the donation letter says that the vehicles will enhance the EMPD's efforts in crime prevention and community safety, and to assist in VIP protection training, tactical and training enhancement. When you give him that letter and then you say, go register these vehicles, as the person who's also responsible for making sure that EMPD vehicles have got blue lights, right? You said he's responsible for that. Yes. Okay. He would therefore, can we accept that he would have been the one that arranges for blue lights for these cars that are being donated?
I lost you. You said he could be the one that
arranges the blue lights, because he's the person responsible for that. He would be the one responsible to make sure that these vehicles that are now EMPD vehicles have blue lights.
Yes, I get 200%.
Okay,
yes.
All right. So we will hear from him. We should ask him about these blue lights on these vehicles.
Yes, Commissioner, on my bundle, there's an attachment from Christine when he was visited by Mr. Mkwanazi's officers. Can you go to the bundle? There's a letter.
Which bundle?
It's JD.
Oh, your bundle.
I don't know how to do it.
Your bundle.
It's Brigadier Mkwanazi, file 1, the stick 1.
Okay. Page number?
I haven't checked which page where Christine.
Oh, Christine,
The
there is
attachment,
an index at the front of the file, just check.
Thank you.
The index, Ms. Sillo, doesn't describe the
Doesn't
document.
describe.
Mm-mm.
Okay. We will locate for you. I'll locate it for you in a second.
Please.
Very important.
I don't have Christine.
Sorry, Commissioner. Commissioner, can you please describe the letter you are referring to?
Mr. Christine, he confirms that after the testimony of General Mkwanazi, but it doesn't say so. I'm not sure is it the Hawks or what, but we had the registration plate of them. They went to him. They wanted to confirm that did he put any blue lights, did he put any branding as per allegation. Then when he responds, can you keep on checking it so that they can have it? When he responds, he says that when we accepted the donation, we were definitely sure that, we said we don't have money. And in order for us to put blue lights and branding, it's supposed to be a council item that motivates that the city must put blue lights and brand, but it must be done in terms of finance, done by the finance department. They must allocate budget for that. And in that letter, it confirms that there was no budget for that. That was not done. It didn't do that.
Then, Commissioner, you don't have to look for that letter. If you say there's a letter like that where he does say that he didn't put in, he couldn't put in blue lights because there was no budget.
Yes, Commissioner.
Is that what you're saying about it? Okay, no, that's fine. Then that answers me. And then lastly from me, yesterday when in your last discussion with the chairperson, he asked you a question about when the Medicare, we're talking about Medicare 24 now, I've now shifted. And that discussion with the chair, and he asked you, you are not involved with health. Why are you the one that goes that deals with this? You remember that?
Yes,
that discussion. I understood you accepted, in fact, I think in your evidence, you said, yes, you don't have the power to deal with health.
Yes.
I think you were asked who, and you said would be somewhere in the city managers, maybe the city manager. You said maybe the city manager, you said that.
Yes, maybe they may. No, Commissioner wanted the specific person. I said it's a multi-department, it's different departments. There can't be one person who does that. That's why I was lost. Good work, good. But I've said, but the central person who can manage all these persons, maybe someone from city or someone that is delegated by the city manager.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, your testimony yesterday about how you came to deal with Medicare, right? And your past relationship, you said there was a relationship already. Your officers were going to their clinic during COVID. You remember that evidence?
Yes, and exams and cadets.
No, I want to talk about the COVID one. Are you the one that made the arrangement for Medicare to assist your officers with COVID testing and things related to that?
It was after COVID. Yeah, let me say it was about COVID. Yes.
So you are the one that did that?
Yes, Commissioner.
Okay. So when you entered into the memorandum, that was not the first time then that you had any dealings with Medicare, because in the sequence of events, the way you related it yesterday, in the timeline, you said, my officers used to go to Medicare clinic. I heard about Medicare from my officers, and then I went and spoke to Mike. Correct me if I'm wrong in my recollection of your evidence.
It was for the first time for me after to go to Mike. In fact, they assisted us during that time for the first time. Then the second time it was carded or the photocopying and what. These two, they assisted, yes.
No.
But it was for the first time after they informed me. I wasn't aware, I didn't know up until the approach, up until I went there. That one I accept. But before that, I never had any, I didn't know it didn't know me.
No, let me be clear what you're saying. I'm not talking about the cadet thing, so don't worry about that.
Oh, yes.
I'm not concerned about that. We have a memorandum which says they will assist in drawing blood in drug busts and when your officers are injured on duty. That's the memorandum, right?
Yes.
Now, yesterday I understood you to say that was the first time you dealt with Medicare. Is that correct?
Yes, Commissioner, you're correct.
But we also know from your evidence that before this memorandum, let me put it differently. Before this memorandum, your officers were already attending at the clinic of Medicare for COVID testing.
No, Commissioner, it's wrong. It's wrong. I don't know what was the relations, you see, but they were not attending.
No, but you said...
No, I've said after... Oh, thanks for allowing me. I said after communicating with Mike, you see, that's when we started to see, after you presented, it was after, I said after the COVID, that's when he started to raise the issue of testing and everything. That's when we started. But it was for the first time, and it was starting after I met with him. Before that, I don't know what was the relations about.
Are you the one that introduced Mike to the city?
Not to officers, to the city, yes. To the senior management, yes. Yes, okay. I agree on that, Commissioner.
You are the one that started the relationship. Before you spoke to Mike, are you saying the city or the EMPD, both of them, did not have any relationship whatsoever, any working relationship with Medicare?
Commissioner, you're changing it.
No, I'm saying, not. Let me explain myself.
Yes.
I'm not trying to trick you. I really just want to understand what your evidence is because it is important. So if I'm not capturing it correctly, please correct me. Tell me, no, this is what it is.
Yes. My relationship, it started after the officers said there's this person who wants to assist EMPT. Then I went there. Yes. It started the day I first met him. He told me what he was going to do, what he's suggesting to do. Then after that, I've said, please go and present it to senior management so that they will understand. Not even EMPT, senior than EMPT. After I spoke to my deputy chief of police, he advised me, no, the best way is to take it to that level. That's when it started. Then after that, after he came back, that's where the process of officers, not even officers per se, EMPT, because even seniors, they went there. You see, that process started.
So before the MOU, no one in the city was using Medicare clinic?
Maybe they used privately, so.
Okay.
Yeah, not for EMPT things. No.
Okay. All right. No, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Chair, of course.
May I very
Absolutely, Chair.
hopefully briefly, depending on the answers that I get. Commissioner, now that you have finally admitted that you gave the memorandum of agreement to Mr. Chris Steyn, would you agree that you would have given it to him only if you were of the view that there was in existence a memorandum of agreement between the Metro and CAT VIP protection? Do you agree?
May you please repeat? That's where you say only if, but
now that you have finally agreed that you did give Mr. Chris Steyn the memorandum of agreement, do you accept that you would have done so only if you were of the view that there was indeed a memorandum of agreement between the Metro and CAT VIP protection? Do you understand me now?
You're too diplomatic, but Commissioner, let me agree that I took it to Chris because there was this process. You see, because even
I'm not talking about a process. I'm talking about your understanding or belief that there was in existence a memorandum of agreement between the Metro and CAT VIP protection. So I'm saying it would have made sense for you to give the memorandum to Mr. Chris Steyn if you believed that there was indeed
if I believed
such an agreement.
Yes, now I get you.
So you believed that there was an agreement.
I know that there was a process.
No.
I was very positive that they were going to sign, but
No, Commissioner. Commissioner, you said, oh yes. I took that to mean that you were agreeing that in your mind you were of the view that there was in existence a memorandum of agreement. Is that correct?
Let me say yes.
Thank you. It's only logical, because if there was no memorandum of agreement and you too believe that there was no such agreement, you would not have given this to Mr. Chris Steyn. It just would not have made sense for you to give it to him. So you've already agreed. Already agreed. I'm just making an observation.
Now I get you.
Yes, I'm not inviting a response. Now, going to, again, the letter of intention to commit. Were you of the view that its content was correct? The letter of intent.
Yes, at that time.
Surely you read it.
Yes.
And you were happy with its content.
Yes, at that time. But yesterday you told me, said no, it was
now,
wrong. Yes.
That too, in paragraph 2, Mr. Mathala says that there is a signed memorandum of agreement with Eburuleni. So that too is another document that indicates that in your mind you were of the view that there was in existence a memorandum of agreement between the Metro and CAT VIP. It's only logical. After the earlier agreement, your earlier agreement.
Yes, and yesterday there's this document that is my signature.
This agreement must just flow as a matter of course. You agree also?
Yes.
Now, I will take you to the document on which you gave me a hard time. That is in the space annexure.
Yes, I remember that.
RS2 small Roman 2. In that one, you deny. In fact, you said it's a forgery. It's not your document.
And I even said.
And can I tell you what my suspicion is with regard to your denial or your allegation that it's a forgery? I think that you are denying it because it says you said there was in existence a memorandum of agreement. Is that not the main reason for you to disagree?
Which document that I've said can you?
RS22 of SPIS, that's the document yesterday. that you said is a forgery.
No, Commissioner, if I said that, I was not going to deny. As I've said that, and as I've accepted that, it is me who went to them.
Remember in your testimony several times when Ms. Sillo was questioning you, you said several times with regard to Medicare 24, with regard to CAT VIP protection, no memorandum of agreement ever came into existence because I was the only one that signed within the metro.
Yes.
So you knew that you would be in serious difficulties if you were to admit that you penned this document, because it says in it that there was a memorandum of agreement, and it purports to have been written by you. If after the questioning by Ms. Sillo and what you had said with regard to the existence or otherwise of a memorandum of agreement, and you now suddenly agreed that yes, I wrote this letter, yes, in this letter I say there was a memorandum of agreement, you would have been in trouble, immediate trouble. So it makes sense that you would have denied that you ever wrote this letter. Do you agree?
No, I don't agree, Bamatla. Remember, you asked me many times yesterday, you see, about, I lost it now. There's something that I wanted to say, but it was you who was asking. In fact, you were not fighting me, you see. You were trying to get truth and something, yes.
Just on that, yes. Let me hear you.
Yes, you were trying to get truth and something. I said, no, can you verify? If at all in the documents it's me, I will accept. Because I made the relations.
Yesterday he said, I didn't sign this letter. It's forged. He said it so many times. I must find you that clip and play it when he's done. Many times he said, this is not my signature. My signature has a big head. He always has to be pushed until there's no way out for him to accept. What kind of a liar is that? And this is someone who is acting as the chief of the police in Ekurhuleni. It's 2 minutes before 10.
There's a new way to experience all your favorites. Pulse Africa, the 24/7 fast channel, now live on primemediaplus.com and the Prime Media Plus app, bringing you the best of Prime Media around the clock. Watch the biggest moments from 7:02. It's non-stop entertainment and authentic African storytelling, all from Africa's leading media network. Pulse Africa, only on the primemediaplus.com and Prime Media Plus app.
Okay, a bold new marketing strategy, placing customers' details on product reviews. You're doing the scammers' job for them.
Yeah, the testimonials look great. Customers seem happy.
Sure, and scammers too. With customers' details, they can open accounts, take loans, the works.
So instead of making customers happy, I made scammers happy?
Scams can happen to anyone. Stay alert, and if you're unsure, contact ABSA on 0860 557 557. Protect your money. Protect your story. ABSA, your story matters. An authorized financial services provider.
Tip your way to glory in the Hollywood Bets Punters Challenge, the free-to-play horse racing game with daily cash giveaways and massive jackpot prizes. Pick all the winners on the race card and you could win 100,000 Rand. Bet 50 Rand or more on your selections using the Bet Slip feature and you could walk away with 1 million Rand. Visit punterschallenge.hollywoodbets.net today and tip your way to the top. T's and C's apply. Hollywood Sportsbook is a licensed betting operator. No persons under the age of 18 years are permitted to gamble. Winners know when to stop. South African Responsible Gambling Foundation toll-free counseling line 0800 006 008.
Are you looking for the best spectacle and sunglass deal? With Specsavers buy one get one offer, you get great value for money. Get a free pair of branded single vision prescription sunglasses up to 3,300 Rand. When you purchase a comprehensive eye examination and spectacle frames with lenses on your first pair. The best part? Choose from top brands like Police, Hugo, Under Armour, Tommy Hilfiger, Red Bull Spect and more. Affordable eye care? Specsavers. T's and C's apply.
You know what success looks like. Now discover why focus is the driving force behind every success story. Catch 702 in conversation with Momentum on The Money Show with Stephen Critters every Thursday, discussing the science of success. Step into the mindset of top financial achievers and discover how your thinking, behavior, and focus can shape lasting financial success. That's 702 in conversation with Momentum. Thursdays on The Money Show with Stephen Critters. Momentum, your journey to success. Momentum is an authorized financial services and registered credit provider.
All right, it's a minute after 10, time for the news, and this Eyewitness News is brought to you by Vouch. Hassle-free insurance is possible with your Vouch advisor. Vouch SA is an authorized financial services provider. T's and C's apply.
This is EWN.
Good morning, I am Sfiso Zulu. Suspended Ekurhuleni Metro Police boss Julius Mkhwanazi has denied fitting blue lights into 4 cars belonging to suspected criminal Vusmuzi Cat Matlala. Mkhwanazi is back at the Matlanga Commission of Inquiry this morning that's investigating alleged police corruption. He has accepted that he formed a relationship with Matlala and initiated a process for him to donate vehicles to EMPD, but claims the department never received the fleet. Oren Singh reports.
2 BMWs, 1 Mercedes-Benz and 1 VW Polo were the vehicles tender tycoon Vusmuzi Cat Matlala allegedly donated to EMPD. Suspended acting EMPD head Julius Mkhwanazi says he facilitated the registration of these vehicles.
Yes, I confirm they were registered to the city.
But he claims the municipality never received the vehicles.
They were not issued to MPT. I've said we didn't receive those vehicles.
He claims he was never involved in the fitting of blue lights in any of Matlala's vehicles.
I didn't facilitate installing blue lights or branding those vehicles.
According to Mkhwanazi, he sent a letter of intent from Matlala regarding the vehicles forming part of a donation to EMPD's former head of fleet, Chris Steyn. Steyn later cancelled the donation following discrepancies that were picked up. Oren Singh, Eyewitness News.
The Western Cape ANC has laid a complaint with the public protector against Premier Alan Winde, accusing him of failing to declare a sponsored trip to New York last year. The party says Winde's omission in the register of members' interests of the provincial legislature constitutes a failure to declare interest as required by the Executive Ethics Code and relevant legislation. The party laid the complaint yesterday, accusing Winde of failing to declare the costs of a 51,000 Rand economy class ticket to attend the Climate Week conference in New York last year in September. Babalo Ndenza reports.
Leader of the opposition in the Western Cape legislature, Khalid Sayed, submitted the ANC's complaint, saying it was a matter of transparency and compliance and not personal. Sayed says the rules are clear and declaring any interest is not optional. He says Winde's failure to declare the New York trip in the register for MPLs, sponsored by the Under 2 coalition organization, breached the executive members' ethics code and violates the ethical duties set out in the legislation.
We've approached the public protector because the Executive Members Ethics Act requires her to investigate alleged breaches and report this to the President. We are simply following the law.
Winde's office said last month that the trip was duly disclosed in the annual report and no gift or sponsorship was received in Winde's personal capacity. Babalo Ndenza, Eyewitness News.
The South African Human Rights Commission is today expected to release a report into the death of a Walter Sisulu University student. Sisonke Mbolekwa was shot during a protest on campus in the Eastern Cape in April. Residence manager Manelisi Mampane has been charged with Mbolekwa's murder and the attempted murder of another student. Nhlanhla Mabaso reports.
Education student Sisonke Mbolekwa was murdered at the institution's Mthatha campus while protesting over poor living conditions. Other students who were attacked include Sethu Ndamase, Lizwi Nzumo and Ntando Qetywa. Their families are still hoping to get justice for their children and for the institution to be held accountable. Ncedo Kolanisi speaks on behalf of the families.
The family believes that Walter Sisulu University has grossly violated the human rights of students. It can never be in an academic area where students are meant to come back with qualifications, but they rather come back in caskets.
He says the Commission's report must have consequences and wants criminal charges on those involved.
So we wish to see a report that is fruitful, that touches on that.
Meanwhile, Manelisi Mampane's case returns to court next week. Nhlanhla Mabaso, Eyewitness News, East London, in the Eastern Cape.
And Parliament's International Relations Committee has requested the department to help facilitate a meeting with its U.S. counterparts to iron out matters related to its position on South Africa. This comes after the U.S. excluded South Africa from a G20 Sherpa meeting on Sunday, the first of the meetings under its presidency. Committee Chairperson Supra Maumapilo says Parliament must also set the record straight with U.S. lawmakers on President Donald Trump's disinformation about a white genocide in South Africa. Lindsay Dentlinka reports.
At a meeting on foreign diplomacy matters, the EFF's Ngobile Mahlongo wanted to know what the department's position is on accepting U.S. Ambassador nominee to South Africa Leo Bozell if his appointment is confirmed by the U.S. Senate.
Will we allow a racist like Leo Bozell to enter and have credence in South Africa and represent and come to our soil to use the South African soil?
But Director General Zane Dangor says this will have to be a strategic consideration, given that South Africa is also still to appoint a new ambassador to the U.S. following Ibrahim Rasool's expulsion in February.
We will have to weigh in all of the factors about his past, his stance, and engage with that.
Committee Chairperson Supra Mahumapelo says it's time for MPs to engage openly with U.S. lawmakers so that issues of foreign relations and diplomacy are not only left to the department and the presidency. Lindsay Dentlinger, Eyewitness News, Parliament.
Gold is trading at $4,187.66 an ounce. The rand is at 17.06 to the dollar, 22.75 to the pound, 19.89 to the euro. Brent crude oil is at $62.97 a barrel.
And in the traffic in Pierre van Reineveld, we've got an accident reported on the R21 North. It's right near the Flying Saucer interchanges causing delays. There's also queuing traffic on the N3, both directions between Vincent Chabalala Road and the Baklu interchange due to roadworks.
A partly cloudy day in store for Gauteng with afternoon thunder showers expected. The temperatures will peak at highs between 21 and 23 degrees. The top story in EWN this hour. Suspended Ekurhuleni Metro Police boss Julius Mkhwanazi has this morning denied fitting blue lights into 4 cars belonging to suspected criminal Vusmuzi Katmatlala.
EWN, in touch, in tune and independent. For the latest, visit ewn.co.za or download the EWN app.
This is the voice of reason speaking.
But I could sound like this.
Or I could sound like this. Whatever I sound like, I'm saying, listen, Oscar Paiza, this insurance thing.
One wrong move and it's not vibes.
That's why you need Vouch.
Someone who gets you and insurance. No spam, no pressure, just honest advice and cover that fits your life.
Because when life happens, you don't have to be the expert.
You just need to know who to turn to. Vouch. Someone on the inside, on your side. Vouch SA is an authorized financial services provider. T's and C's apply.
You're with Clement Manyathela
on 702.
Let's walk the talk. Streaming on the Prime Media Plus app.
DSTV channel 856.
92.7 and 106 FM.
8 minutes after 10 o'clock. Dumelang, welcome to the second hour of the Clement Manyathela Show. Thank you for staying with us here on 702. We have been live since the previous hour at the Madlanga Commission, where Julius Mkhwanazi has been testifying. I think it's important that we listen to the details of his lies. There are so many concessions he's had to make late yesterday. Even this morning, right now during the news, he was just asked about what he said yesterday. He said yesterday that the reason he went to Medicare 24 is because he was told by officials in the city of Ekurhuleni that they were already working with Katmatlala's company. Now, he has just conceded that no, that is not really the truth. The EMPD had not had any working relationship. There was no memorandum of understanding that existed before he went and started engaging Katmatlala's company. He is the person who initiated it. That's what he's just conceded to now. But yesterday, he was trying to argue that, oh no, my community, EMPD guys who work on the ground are the ones who told me about Medicare. And then that's when I started engaging them, because there was already a working relationship of sorts between that company and EMPD. It's really ridiculous how this man is finding ways to try and divert. But thank God we've got commissioners at the Madlanga Commission who are not going to let go. They're pushing for accountability. So I'm going to take you straight back to the Madlanga Commission.
That's what matters. And you have agreed that you gave that document to Mr. Chris Steyn. So let's not go back there. Okay. Now my question is, you, having given that document to Mr. Chris Steyn, you were making out as though there was in existence a memorandum of agreement, correct?
That's not correct, Mama.
Why not? Purely because this one does not bear a signature?
No.
Why should that matter? Because you have accepted that you gave that document, signature or no signature. No, you've accepted that you gave that document to Mr. Chris Steyn. So why does it matter? Why should it matter?
After that, your sentence says, when I went to Chris, created as if there is. Or in fact, I lied to Chris. Let me say so.
Was there a memorandum of agreement in existence? There wasn't. There wasn't. Not so. There wasn't. There wasn't.
That's why the document
No, please, let's not speak at the same time. There was no memorandum of agreement. There wasn't. Correct?
You are correct, Debo.
You have accepted that you gave that document to Mr. Chris Steyn, correct?
Yes.
And that document purports to be a memorandum of agreement, correct?
Yes.
So why would you deny that you were making out as though there was in existence a memorandum of agreement?
No, I
a yes just must follow as a matter of course. Correct?
You are cornering me, Baba.
Correct? All right, I'll leave it at that. No answer.
Thank you, Chair and Commissioners. Commissioner Kwanazi, following on your engagement with the commissioners,
yes,
I would have wanted to ask you another question, hopefully a final one on the topic for clarification, but unfortunately it requires me to use the verb facilitate, and I know that you consider that a declaration of war. So I haven't found a better verb to substitute, so I will not pose my question.
I can't fight with the commissioner. I'll stay in prison for life.
I'll ask you a different one, and just in passing. Very briefly, have you ever received any money from Mr. Vusi Matlala, or him personally, directly, or any of his companies?
No, but
it's a yes or no?
The but just might be interesting.
No, let me say.
Okay, I'll allow you the but.
Let me relate the relations. Yes, we had dinner, we had lunch, suppers. In fact, we were talking now. You see, sometimes he'll give me money for petrol, or sometimes he'll borrow money from me. Saying I'm male petrol, can me 500 rand, 300 rand. It's those monies. But we use, as I've said to you, we're beginning to be that close now, talking every day and meeting and discussing. Even after these failed things, he was never negative to me. You see, he was very positive, and you see, the only thing that stopped the communications, this news that, hey, now there was this shock and fear. You see, but Madlanga commissioners were very, very close. You see, communicating. The only thing that he didn't like to discuss politics, but we'll discuss many things. Even some frustrations that I was having at work. In fact, I treated him as a brother. You see, that's why I was so shocked when there was this thing of Gelpat. I said, why didn't he talk to me? Or why didn't he talk to me having such challenges? But we were very, very, very close, like a brother. You see.
The short answer is that you did get money from him for things like petrol, 500 rand here, food, 300 rand here for food.
Yes. There was a time where there was serious frustration on suspension coming. Remember, I was getting overtime and some benefits. Then it was difficult for me to buy food and feed the kids. And you see, then I was saying, Gamla, 200 nyana, 1,000 nyana, and he will and say, No, I'll give you some, you see. Yes. Let me think of something else. Some I won't even remember, but there was, I won't lie to you. As I've said, that we began yesterday morning, and even in the WhatsApp, you could see that we were calling each other Gamla. In fact, it was not even Gamla, man. There's a word that I used to, blood brother. To those, I had a funeral where I lost 3 siblings. He was there. He was there. I remember, Commissioner.
Commissioner.
Yes, let me say yes. When I had...
Commissioner Mkonazi, I apologize. My question I had insisted was a yes or no answer.
Let me say yes.
And the chair
yes.
is the one who got us into this trouble.
Oh, yes.
By saying that the but might be important. But it's a never-ending but.
The but, it actually gave you the answer.
No, I wanted to be 100% transparent.
Indeed.
Because I lost 3 siblings. I'm the one who's working. They were not working. There was where he came and assisted with money to buy meat for that funeral, and he assisted, and even attended the funeral. He supported me. He was there.
Thank you. I take it when you say money for petrol, you gave examples of 500 rand, 1,000 there. Did I hear you correctly?
Yes, I spoke about the funeral even now. He assisted.
Okay, now
yes.
And the assistance for the funeral, what levels have we reached then? How much? Guesswork. I won't hold you strictly to a number.
In terms of levels, yeah. I don't understand. How much?
From 500, 1,000 for petrol, the funeral.
No, it was thousands.
How many?
I'm not sure, commissioners,
When was
But around 2020, I was suspended 2023, around it's 2023, 2022 there. I don't remember, but I lost, it was the period of, but it was within a year, 6 months, I lost siblings like this, yes.
So it was following your suspension, or before your suspension? I'm trying to find a time slot.
Before and after.
Before and after.
Yes, I lost siblings there.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
And if I suggested to you that in 2022 you received varying amounts, at times 20,000 at one go, 30,000 at one go, would you have a challenge?
No, not varying amounts. I think it was once. The other ones, it was food and not money. No.
I'm going to...
Let's say it may be 20 or 50 there, yeah. He assisted me there. I don't want to lie. I was able to bury one of my siblings.
Now, and Mr. Van Wyk, has he ever lent you money, given you money?
No. With Van Wyk, I raised the frustrations of kids.
No, has he?
Yeah, no, he has never. No, Mike has never given me money.
Has he ever assisted you financially in any manner whatsoever?
No. With Mike, we were talking about. He was having a friend. He said, "No, we were discussing about frustrations of me paying school fees and what. He said, "No, man, I've got a guy that can assist you." If I remember, I've got a guy that he does sponsors. He does.
Sorry.
Let me wait.
We were. You were. Please continue. You were saying.
No, they say he was having a friend from Wheatbank on Mpumalanga.
Yeah.
He does give sponsors and assist kids and everything.
Okay.
Then he requested me to identify kids and identify school kids and send him bank accounts, but he will negotiate. But that didn't materialize.
So,
but there was no relations anymore. That didn't materialize.
So
or that guy didn't do that.
Was this for underprivileged kids, for instance?
No. We discussed. I was discussing with him that I'm having these challenges.
I heard you say you must identify kids. So I thought.
No, my kids.
Or your kids.
Oh yes, that are at school. Yes.
Okay, a pack of 3 pages have just been put before you. They are a continuation of the EMPD exhibit bundle. CJC 56A. So
yes.
it will go to the bottom of that pile. You confirm that is an email from you dated the 5th of June 2024, the first document.
Yes.
Addressed to Mr. Van Wyk.
Yes.
And you say, "Good afternoon, Mike." And it describes the attachments as statement, as a PDF document. You confirm that?
Yes, yes.
And attached to that is a high school, I won't say the name, statement for a stated student bearing same name as you.
Yes.
For 66,000. You confirm that's what you sent to Mr. Van Wyk?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's where you solicited the financial assistance.
Soliciting. That's where we, after engaging with him, he promised that he's going to talk to that guy to assist. Yes.
But you say nothing came of it?
No, nothing. From nothing.
So if the commission were to investigate as to how this bill was settled eventually?
Please. No, it was not settled. You can go. Please, you can go.
So if
I'm still having challenges, yes. It was not settled.
You say you are doing what?
Yeah, I'm saying you can. The way you can investigate.
Oh, I thought I heard the word challenge.
I know. Okay. You can investigate. Nothing.
All right. Now, if you turn to the third page, the last one, is that a correct reflection? What's on that page?
The school fees.
And the other one?
This one.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So I'm saying that table, does it correctly reflect the payments made to you on the dates specified there and in the amounts reflected?
No.
Do you accept or deny?
No, the first one was assisted, I agreed.
The one of 20,000?
Yes. This one, Medicare. Mike didn't assist me with anything, madam.
No. All I want is, there are two other payments. I want your comment on them. Do you confirm that the account number reflected there is yours? Under the column 2 account number?
Yes.
It's the same account throughout, so that's your account.
Yes.
The last column reflects the various amounts, 3 in total. You've admitted the first.
Yes.
You deny the second?
No, I've never. I don't remember.
No, it's a yes or no? Do you deny the second?
Yes. I don't remember.
Do you deny the third?
Black egg, what is black egg?
From the evidence that we have had so far, it's one of Mr. Matlala's companies, if that helps.
Yeah, but if it's from Matlala, Matlala assisted me a lot during those times. If it's from Matlala, I accept. You see, Mike never assisted me when it.
No, all of them are from Mr. Matlala. All those entities listed there are associated with Mr. Matlala. So they're not from Mike.
No, Vusi used to assist me.
From Mr. Matlala, okay.
Yeah, in bad times, he used to assist me. Yes.
So you do admit receiving these payments from Mr. Matlala in these periods, or entities associated?
Yeah, no, Vusi used to assist me. Yes. Okay. No, that's one I agree.
Transcript, you mentioned the amounts, but not the dates.
Okay, maybe for completeness.
That dates, yes, I agree. That dates, yes.
Yes, the 5th of May, 2022, 20,000. For purposes of the record. The second, in fact, I'll start again. The first is paid by Cat Protection and Security Services Pty Limited into the stated account. The date paid is 5th May 2022, an amount of 20,000. The second is by Medicare 24 Tshwane District Pty Limited, and I thought that is Mr. Van Wyk's entity, but nonetheless, same account, and the date is 18 June 2022 for 20,000. The last is Black AK Trading and Suppliers Pty Limited. Once again, the account details are the same, and that was on the 10th of December 2022 for 30,000.
Yeah.
That was for the record. Thanks, Commissioner.
Yes, and on top of...
Apologies. All I'm asking is that you do confirm for the record that those are affected.
Yes.
There.
In fact, even on top of that, he had this thing with Ngamla. When this thing is a PS, Ibarat, I will make you for no resign, man. You see, we had that. No, I don't want to lie. We had that, and I prayed for him. You see, the day, that thing, even when there were bad news, I said, No, I must be honest. We were like,
Commissioner Panaze, I do appreciate the closeness of your relationship. You explained away one payment because you said you had a death in the family.
Yes.
And the other payments, what were they for?
Commissioners, I had many challenges, you see.
Yeah.
We discussed, used to assist, not even these ones, as maybe on top of these ones, it may be these 500 that when you discuss and get, and you see, we discussed many things with Vusi, and he was assisting. He was a brother.
I see that they were over a period 5th of May to the 10th of December. I know that. And I know that the letter of intention to commit issued by Mr. Matala, you remember, Annexed JM 17 by Mapieye, is dated the 15th of June 2022.
Yes.
The letter that gave rise to the registration of vehicles.
Yes.
I will argue before the commissioners that those payments were made in gratification for your efforts in facilitating the registration of the vehicles to enable Mr. Matala to fit them with blue lights.
No.
Let me finish first, because I'm going to invite you for a comment.
Yes.
And that's what I'm going to argue to the commissioners, based on the evidence and these amounts and the times. Particularly because when you started, I asked you whether you have received monies. You were telling me about Ngamla 500, 1,000.
I agree.
And then you stuck with that story until you just increased it slightly. I asked you to give me a number that he would have contributed for the funeral, seeing as for petrol and the like, it's 500,000, and technically you refused to. It is when I produced these amounts to you that then you allocated one of them potentially to a funeral. You refused to state when was this death. It stretched from before or after your suspension, and here there are specific dates. So on the basis of all that, I am going to seek to persuade the commissioners that this is in part gratification. I'm not even suggesting it's the totality, but at least we know that at the moment of that letter of intention to commit, Mr. Matala had started making significant payments to you.
No.
Do you have a comment?
No, it's not that. As I'm saying that, he even promised me far more than that. Even now, when we were not having, there was nothing that was happening. You see, he said, when I get this thing, you'll retire, I'm going to you'll find another thing, business and everything. And I was very happy. In far more than that, you see. Even though it didn't specify, you see. And I even said, I was praying that to get those things. I was praying that to get that tender, you see, so that I can start my own and relax, as you see. This is, in fact, to him, it was just nothing. It has nothing to do with that, you see. There was something which is bigger than this, you see. When there was nothing that is happening, nerves and other things, he said, no, I want you to start your own thing and retire. I said, hey,
may I be fair to you and ask you not to commit yourself too early? I didn't say that is the totality of the evidence of payments made to you.
Oh, yes.
I'm just discussing the payments in that period of 2012.
Okay.
So I would advise that you don't commit yourself any further, than you have on the scope. Commissioners, that would bring me to the conclusion of my part with Commissioner Mkwanazi, and I thank you for the opportunity. As I said, we move to the next chapter. That will be led by Advocate Mutasedi, and we require about 5 minutes just to change of guard. And I think Commissioner Mkwanazi would also appreciate a comfort break.
Yes, we'll hear from you. Let's adjourn.
Thank you, Chair.
Oh, yeah, they got him now. But you know what's irritating is that he's not going to face any charges. He's not going to jail. He's not going to be charged. The commission has just demonstrated now to us. They've just made a point. This guy practically was trying to lie and say, he's helped me with school fees here and there, money, 200, 500 for petrol. He doesn't mention that Ket Matala was busy sending him 20,000 rand, like 20,000 in 2022, in May, 20,000 in June 2022, 30,000 in December 2022. This is around the time when he had just authorized for Ket Matala's company to go and use blue lights. That's why Advocate Silo tells him that was gratification for you. Cat was paying you because you had unlawfully and illegally authorized his company to use blue lights. He still wants to deny and lie. My question is, what accountability are we going to see? You can see, you can hear for yourself. He lies. You can hear for yourself and see the link between the action he's taken, which IPID has already said it's illegal. Even his protector, Dr. Imogen Mashazi, said that man was wrong to sign that MOU. He didn't have authority to do it. Even the people who supported him have said so. What accountability do you think we're going to see? He's going to walk out of here. Ket Matlala still has a security company. I don't know what it does now. They're probably going to give him something. He's going to live his life like nothing happened. And that's what's frustrating. It's 10:31. Swiso, good morning.
Thanks, Clement. Good morning. Former President Jacob Zuma and French arms company Thales are back in the KwaZulu-Natal High Court for another bid to have their corruption charges dropped. The court will today hear their leave to appeal a ruling in June this year, which dismissed their attempt to have the charges dropped. The company and Zuma are charged with several counts of fraud, money laundering and corruption relating to the controversial 99 arms deal. Alleged underworld gang boss Nafiz Modak is back in the Western Cape High Court in the witness box for the last time this year, and he's going to be cross-examined. And the prosecutors yesterday used a string of evidence to implicate him for the murder of Nicholas Yerskap. And 2 airlines in Panama have suspended flights to Venezuela as the U.S. cranks up military pressure on the country. The Copa and Wingo Airlines joined several other carriers since the U.S. deployed warships near Venezuela to combat drug trafficking since August. Those are the headlines. This EWN and more at 11 or as it happens.
EWN Traffic.
Well, travelling on the M1 North, we still have got delays between Boyson's Road and the Crown Interchange. There's also queuing traffic reported on the N3 North. This is between Van Buren Road and the Kirulis Interchange, as well as on the N12, as well as the R24 West between Edenville Road and the Kirulis turn off. If you're travelling in Calvin, we've got an accident reported. It's on the N3 North, right after Marlborough Drive. It's causing delays. And there's also queuing traffic. In fact, bumper-to-bumper traffic along Marlborough Drive between Far East Bank Drive and the N3 exit. Heading towards Sandton, do expect delays on the M1 South due to roadworks that are taking place right near Marlborough Drive, causing about a 15-minute hold-up coming out of the Baklu interchange. In Centurion, there's more roadworks taking place along the N14 North right after the Brockfontein interchange, causing about a 10-minute hold-up there. Please try to use the N1 or R21 North through other areas within the city of Tshwane instead. More updates coming up. Stay tuned.
There's more EWN on air, online, and on the EWN app.
Some moments only come around once, like the Audi year-end sale. Get the Audi Q2 from $9,899 per month. With no deposit, a 90-day payment break, so you only start paying next year. Plus, a guaranteed buyback. There's limited time to show up, but unlimited time to stand out in the Audi Q2. Visit audi.co.za or your nearest Audi dealer before the 24th of December. T's and C's apply.
Enjoy the thrill of the Soccer Punches Challenge, Weekend Edition, an all-new platform from Hollywood Bets. You stand a chance to win a share of the 5 million rand jackpot when you bet 5 rand or more on selected EPL matches over the weekend and correctly predict 10 out of 10 winning margins. Or chase the share of the 50,000 rand leaderboard prize. Entry is free. Let this soccer season bring sizzling success. Bet now. T's and C's apply. Hollywood Sportsbook is a licensed betting operator. No persons under the age of 18 years are permitted to gamble. Winners know when to stop. South African Responsible Gambling Foundation toll-free counseling line 0800 006 008 or WhatsApp help to 076 675 0710.
Dad, can you pass me the thing?
The thing? Which thing? The one on the desk or the one in the car?
No, the thing. The small one. The thingamabob.
Ah, the thingamajig.
Yes, that's it.
Stop speaking in thingy.
At Redford House Schools, we teach clarity, precision, and the confidence to earn your voice. Shape your future best self. Search Redford House Schools online. An inspired school.
The Money Show.
Weekday evenings at 6.
A gift for the South African economy, business confidence looking up. Another one of the positive numbers that have come in more recently around the South African economy.
Overall, it is low inflation, which has helped. It's lower inflation target, but also it is interest rate reductions that we have seen, but also that we expect as we move into next year. Is the credit rating upgrade from S&P? All of those things have been positive.
Isaiah Mhlanga, Chief Economist.
The Money Show
On 702. Let's walk the talk.
The Money Show is brought to you by Absa CIB. Invested in your story because your story matters. Absa is an authorized FSP and registered credit provider.
702.
Call Clement
on 011
883
0702.
All right, 24 minutes now before 11 o'clock. Let's take some of your calls and WhatsApps while we wait for the Matlanga Commission to continue. Godfrey, you're calling us from Senton. Good morning.
How are you, Clement?
I'm frustrated, Godfrey. Like, we're being played here and nothing is going to happen to these people.
Brother, remember last week we spoke. I said when people are going for job interviews, they will be going with their legal representative. So now, Clement, you are absolutely right. Each and every organization, especially in the security cluster, is got what we call corporate governance. It's got policies where it advises you to say, here are the guidelines. You are not allowed to do the following. There's people who are sitting at home now because of they are fired. They took 500 rand. That 500 rand influenced their decision at the particular moment in time where they needed to enforce the law, but they couldn't because of a 500 rand. So with some corners, you could imagine 30,000 rand, 20,000 rand, and in the time frame where he has approved the blue lights that were illegal in the first place.
Yeah.
That man must be arrested effective immediately.
He must.
That man must be fired immediately so that you teach even the ones who's going to come and occupy that position that even if you can be a highest ranking officer, there's laws that are governing this organization that you are working for.
Did you hear what he said? He said, Kat even told me that if he gets this SAPS tender, we're going to be good. We're going to be fine. And I'm going to even resign. I'm going to start my own thing. He's even celebrating the fact that Kat Matlala had applied for this SAPS tender, which we now know was illegal. That's why it's been cancelled. And he's like, we were going to be fine. Like, he sees nothing wrong with that. Oh, my goodness. Godfrey in Senton, thanks for your call. Tulani, you are in Centurion. What are your thoughts? Hi.
Clem, two things. Firstly, I think South Africans can see what the ANC is doing. You've got two high-ranking officials from Ekurhuleni. You had the doctor, Imogen. That person was just tying knots around himself and couldn't answer questions properly. But it gives you an idea of what the ANC is basically doing. As long as you are a cadre, you can sing in meetings and you can make noise. You'll get deployed. But the other issue that I wanted to raise, Clement, is I would have, had I been in that commission, I would have probably asked Mkhwanazi if he would like to have an interpreter, because I think English is also an issue for him. But that notwithstanding, he's obfuscating, and when he cannot answer questions, he pretends as if he really does not understand English, cannot express himself. Only when the questions become difficult.
And that's my thing, Tulani. He wants us to believe that he's got a comprehension problem. That's what they want us to believe. I think the reason this man has messed up so much in Ekurhuleni and done things that are illegal and he's still managed to get protection is because he's been able to do exactly that, to get out of it and to use a diversion tactic. So what he does, it's not a matter of comprehension. Every time he's asked a question, he goes to go read a document that has got nothing to do with the question. Why? Because that's his diversion tactic. He wants the commissioner or the evidence leader to get distracted from that so that they can move to the next point. It's not that he doesn't understand. He's using, as you say, obfuscation to try and get you to move on. And that's what he wants us to believe. So he gets it. He understands English. He can express himself.
Absolutely. And what he does is he would go into this long soliloquy,
yes,
answering a question and giving you things that are completely irrelevant
yes.
to what you're asking, hoping that you'll actually forget the question and move on.
Yes, it's a soliloquy. You're right, Tilad. In fact, he's back now. Let's go back to the Madlanga Commission. I'll take more of your calls and WhatsApps as well.
There is some ammunition on the basis of which she must question me. No, I was giving her the last documents that we were all given for Ms. Muhlasedi to put them where they should be in our files. It seems, Ms. Muhlasedi, that I'm not the only one that doesn't know where these should go. So just help all three of us, please, please.
Thank you, Chair. The document you're holding is labeled 10A, I believe.
Don't worry.
Yes,
you will just assist us.
I will assist.
All right, tell you what, they're still sorting out their documents there. Let me take a quick ad break, and then when we come back, hopefully they're done and we can take you back there.
Take a ride back to the greatest decades in music.
Because Saturdays on 702
are all about timeless tunes.
At 10 a.m.
Kenny Maestri sets the stage with the greatest hits of the 80s
and 90s. At 2 p.m., Pushaza Sibia keeps the nostalgia flowing
with more classics you can't help but sing along to.
Then at 5 p.m., Richard Mwamba
celebrates the sounds of the continent
with This Is Africa.
It's more than just music.
It's your Saturday wrapped in the sounds you love.
Only on 702.
702.
Let's walk the talk.
Business Outsurance are experts in business insurance for real estate agencies, law firms, computer services, and more. Yakolin?
We saved a lot of money when we switched over from another insurance company to Business Outsurance. We've had some claims and they were friendly and efficient and paid out when they promised.
Switch to Business Outsurance and you could get a massive 20% discount on your business insurance premium. Visit outsurance.co.za. Switch and save today. Licensed insurer and FSP. TCs and information online.
We did it once and it was big. We did it twice and it was bigger. Now the Motor Select Demo Deal Dash is even bigger than ever before. And it's happening this Friday and Saturday only. Get up to 100,000 Rand trade-in assist on over 1,800 demo models from 26 leading brands. Backed by SA's largest and leading dealer network. 2 days only. Visit motorselect.co.za to shop the demo range now.
To walk the talk is to turn words into meaningful actions. And it's what we at 702 are committed to doing every day. We are also committed to following the rules set out by the Broadcasting Complaints Commission's Code of Conduct. To give you balanced programming, fair comments, and accurate news. But if we stumble along the way and you feel we are not living up to the code, let us know on comment@702.co.za. And if after that you're still not happy, you can direct your complaint in writing to the Broadcasting Complaints Commission. Email bccsa@nabsa.co.za. For more, visit bccsa.co.za.
702.
The Clement Manyathela Show.
Let's walk the talk.
17 minutes before 11 o'clock. So Advocate Muhlasedi is now leading the evidence for the second section now of the testimony of Julius Mkhwanazi. Let's take you back to the Madlanga Commission.
Witness statement, please, and go to paragraph 68.
Ms. Muhlasedi, the desk is very cluttered. Should we put away Mr. Mkhwanazi's other documents?
Yes, Commissioner, can I suggest at this stage that we perhaps the commissioners move everything to the back, and right now we focus on the statement and witness D, and then I will call for further documents as we go through Commissioner Mkhwanazi's evidence.
Thank you.
yes, my brother.
Thank you, Commissioner Mkhwanazi. Do you have your witness statement nearby, please?
Yes, page
Yes,
22.
could I ask you to go to page 22, please?
Yes.
There is a big bold heading on that page that should say out of jurisdiction operations.
Yes.
You see
yes,
that? If I could draw your attention to paragraph 68. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay. So, just to place us in context, Commissioner, under that heading of out of jurisdiction operations, you make several assertions. You set out some information over there.
Yes.
And then in paragraph 68, you detail something there about witness D. Have a look at paragraph 68, please.
Oh, yes.
There is a reference there to a witness D.
Yes.
Indeed. So you therefore are aware that there was an individual who testified before the commission under the pseudonym identity of witness D. Is that correct?
It's correct. I started to be aware 2023 when IPIT approached me. Yes.
So you're aware that evidence was given by an individual under the name witness D in front of the commission?
Yes.
And amongst others, several allegations were made in respect of you.
Sorry, I must do something. It's very important. If you know the identity of witness D, please do not mention it. It may be that during your engagements with IPIT, they mentioned the name to you. Please do not mention it.
No, I don't know him.
Thank you, Commissioner. And further to that, Commissioner Mkhwanazi also confirmed that the statement of witness D as provided to you is in fact redacted and there is no reference to the identity of witness D. Is that correct?
This one that you provided now?
Yes. It's got black line. It's redacted. Please confirm that. It's got black line. You can't see the name of who is witness D.
There's something that I want to check.
Yes.
No, I can't check.
Thank you. Commissioner, in paragraph 68, you make a reference to witness D. You've confirmed now that you are aware that witness D gave evidence, amongst others, concerning you before the commission.
Yes.
Correct. In order to locate that, there's a statement of witness D in front of you. I'll ask you to turn to page 1. You'll see there on the front page it reads witness statement of, and it's redacted. It's a black line, a solid black line.
Yes.
Indeed. Paragraph 1 is an introductory paragraph. You see that?
Yes.
Thank you. And paragraph 2 begins with the words, on the evening of the 15th of April 2022. Do you see that?
Yes.
Indeed. Commissioner Mkhwanazi, before I take you through the evidence of witness D in detail, you've already confirmed to the Commission that you have some knowledge of his testimony, and I therefore invite you to speak. You indicate in your statement that you disagree with the version provided, so I would encourage you to share with the Commissioners anything you have to say concerning the events of the 15th of April 2022 as presented by witness D.
Yes, I'll do. Sure. Even though now I know it's the 15th, you see, April. At that night,
perhaps for context, why don't you very briefly state what those events are, very briefly, so that the Commissioner may then state his version.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Commissioner, if we start there at paragraph 2, witness D gives the Commission a particular date of the 15th of April 2022. Right? I won't go into everything in detail right now because I'll take you through the statement in detail in due course. But When you work through the statement, witness D indicates that he was invited to an operation in Brakpan in April of 2022. He was invited to a law enforcement operation on a plot in Brakpan. Witness D then also sets out the individuals who were part of that operation. You would find that at paragraph 5 of witness D's statement. In the course of giving evidence before the testimony, before the commission, some of the allegations made by witness D was that the primary purpose of that operation was to recover stolen goods from a warehouse, and that in the course of that operation, several members from different law enforcement agencies were involved, and that the suspect, the individual who was suspected of taking part in that warehouse robbery, was tortured in order to obtain information about the location of the stolen goods and later on about an amount of money, and ultimately died at that location in Brakpan. If you go further in the statement, and I'll take you to the direct paragraphs, the allegations, particularly as they relate to you, is that upon the death of this suspect who was involved in this warehouse robbery, upon the death of this suspect, several members of that operation who were in law enforcement telephoned you and sought your assistance in covering up the events that occurred at that property in Brakpan in April of 2022. And at a latter part of the statement, witness D indicates that you, in fact, attended at the property, meaning you arrived at the property. Witness D describes what you were wearing, who you spoke to, and says that you looked at him and indicated that somebody needs to dump the body, this body of the suspected thief, into either a dam or a mining shaft. And witness D admits that he did so. So, Commissioner, having given you that background, where you understand with some measure of detail the allegations made by witness D, that is the content of his statement.
Yes.
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 I invite you, with reference to your paragraph 68, to share with the Commission if indeed you were there at this property on the night in question. And if you were there, what brought you there? You indicate in paragraph 68 that you have views about the version presented by witness D. So I encourage you to inform the Commission, give the Commission your account of those events, and to the extent that you disagree, where you disagree. Thank you.
I'm not sure it is early hours of the 15th. I'm not sure that is the 15th the day where they started an operation, or the 15th is the next day. You see, but I will say, let me say my vision, my vision of the story. In terms of the dates, we'll correct it. In the early hours of that day, I can't specify a date because I don't. Around 3 or to 3 a.m., I received a call from Yako. Yako, I forgot the surname, but Yako, Kobas. No, Yako, it's not Yako Kobas. No, I received a call saying, Dona, where are you? Yako is not an officer, he's one of the informers. So he's very accurate in terms of information. I know that when we got information from Yako, there's something tangible that we are going to get. Dona, we've got...
Commissioner, is that Hanekom?
Oh, yes. May I write it? Yes, I received. You see, we've got success. No, stolen goods is correct when you talk about goods. You see, Say, Yako, where are you? No, come down, Brakpan. You see, it was around 2-3 a.m. You see, then I woke up. You see, but I was skeptical because I had 15 missed calls. You see, but I said, but Yako, I know when he gives information, it's accurate. Then I went there. When I went there, we communicated, Yako, I don't know the place because he spoke about the plots in Brakpan. You see. Then I off-ramped it N17. There's an informal settlement. I forgot its name. But when immediately off-ramped, before the plots, then in that era, I saw he was driving a red car. It's a small car, but it's private car, I know it, you see. Then he escorted me. When we entered towards the plot, it was dark. It's the plots. It's not gravel. It's gravel road. It's not tarred, you see. But when I entered, there were many cars. There were cars, marked cars, security cars. You see, could see that it's a big operation, you see. Then I entered, you see. But that time he was driving in front. Then he stopped next to the gate. They stopped. After that, he jumped to me. I said, I said, yes, but what is happening here? This is an operation, you see. Whose operation? No, don't worry. Then I moved towards the gate, he waited next to me. He said there are successes.
You're listening to Julius Mkonazi.
Yeah, so we're going to step out of there to take a quick ad break as we wait for Julius Mkonazi to get to the part of the story, the sound, of course, courtesy of the SABC. So we're going to take a quick ad break, and when we come back, we're going to try and take you back to the Madlanga Commission. What I'm going to do after 11 o'clock is I'm going to shift the Thursday dialogue again because I really want to give you an opportunity to respond to his testimony. They're expecting to stop with him in the next hour. So as soon as they stop, I'm going to go to your calls and your WhatsApps. Let's take a quick ad break for now.
The Maibuye Africa concert, the rebirth of Ubuntu, returns for one unforgettable night only. Simpiwe Dana, Judith Sepuma, Malé, Langa Mavuso, Elvis Blue, and Sipho Hotsticks Mabuse, backed by a 20-piece orchestra conducted by Grammy Award winner Joe Arthur, curated and produced by the visionary Billy Monama, Opera House State Theatre, Pretoria. Saturday, 6 December 2025 at 7:30 p.m. Tickets from 350 to 1,000 Rand at Web Tickets. Proudly supported by the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, Brand South Africa, Castle Milk Stout, and 702.
It's amazing what help can do. Help can take you from smart money moves to smart gadgets and household must-haves. With an FNB Premier Credit or Fusion card, get up to 40% back in e-bucks on devices and appliances. Open any FNB Premier account today, celebrating 25 years of helping you live the Premier life. FNB, help changes everything. TC's earn rules apply while stocks last. FNB, a division of First Rand Bank Limited, an authorized financial services and credit provider.
Business Outsurance are experts in business insurance for pharmacies, convenience stores, beauty salons, and more. Corney?
Business Outsurance is definitely the best insurance for my business. Bowled out every other insurance house. Honestly, looking at what you need, my installment came down within a day. Definitely the most professional.
Switch to Business Outsurance and you could get a massive 20% discount on your business insurance premium. Visit outsurance.co.za. Switch and save today. Licensed insurer and FSP. TCs and information online.
You're with Clement Manyathela.
7:02. Let's walk the talk.
It's a minute now before 11 o'clock. We're going to get the latest in Eyewitness News headlines in a moment. And then afterwards, we're going to take you back to the Madlanga Commission. I'll give you just a bit of an update on what he has said so far. But he has been talking about this operation that happened in Boksburg and where he was called in to come and by Yako, someone by the name of Yako. And now he's been explaining that when he got there, Yako told him there's stolen stock there. But when they got there, Yako was not being clear. But there's an allegation here that there was someone who was killed, it appears, during that operation. And Mkhwanazi apparently told someone and said, go and dump the body somewhere. I mean, we're talking now a conspiracy to try and hide information about a person's murder. That's what he's going to be asked about. So you'll hear more about that after the latest in Eyewitness News headlines. It's exactly 11 o'clock.
This is EWN.
Good morning, I'm Sfiso Zulu. Suspended Ekurhuleni Metro Police boss Julius Mkhwanazi continues with his testimony at the Madlanga Commission. He's so far spoken about receiving money from suspected criminal Vusumuzi Kat Matlala. Mkhwanazi has also denied fitting blue lights into 4 cars belonging to Matlala. Oren Singh reports.
2 BMWs, 1 Mercedes-Benz and 1 VW Polo were the vehicles tender tycoon Vusumuzi Kat Matlala allegedly donated to EMPD. Suspended acting EMPD head Julius Mkhwanazi says he facilitated the registration of these vehicles.
Yes, I confirm they were registered to the city.
But he claims the municipality never received the vehicles.
They were not issued to MPD. I've said we didn't receive those vehicles.
He claims he was never involved in the fitting of blue lights in any of Matlala's vehicles.
I didn't facilitate installing blue lights or branding those vehicles.
According to Mkhwanazi, he sent a letter of intent from Matlala regarding the vehicles forming part of a donation to EMPD's former head of fleet, Chris Steyn. Steyn later cancelled the donation following discrepancies that were picked up. Oren Singh, Eyewitness News.
Former President Jacob Zuma and French arms company Thales are back in the KwaZulu-Natal High Court for another bid to have their corruption charges dropped. The court will today hear their leave to appeal a ruling in June this year which dismissed their attempt to have the charges dropped. The company and Zuma are charged with several counts of fraud, money laundering and corruption relating to the controversial 1999 arms deal. Tabiso Gowa reports.
At the heart of Thales' application to have the charges against it dropped is the fact that 2 of its former directors have died. Thales says the death of the 2 directors with intimate knowledge of the case means it's impossible for them to be guaranteed a fair trial. However, in June this year, Judge Nkosinathi Chili dismissed the company's arguments, saying there were alternative witnesses. Chili added there's no provision in the Criminal Procedure Act that empowers a court to direct the state to withdraw a charge or stop a prosecution of an accused person. In its heads of arguments for leave to appeal, Thales says Judge Chili failed to assert the Constitution's supremacy. It says Section 35 of the Constitution, which deals with the right to a fair trial, trumps the Criminal Procedure Act. Tabiso Goba, Eyewitness News.
Alleged underworld gang boss Nafees Modak is back in the Western Cape High Court where he will be cross-examined. Prosecutors yesterday used evidence to implicate Modak for the murder of Nicholas Yerskap. The state argues Modak was behind the murder of Yerskap, who was the father of Hawks officer investigating Modak 6 years ago. Carlo Peterson reports.
State Prosecutor Greg Wolmerans used police records to show Nafees Modak was aware Nico Yerskap was investigating him for commercial crimes. Wolmerans also reminded the court about state witness Mr. A, who testified co-accused Ziad Pool instructed him to murder Yerskap on behalf of Modak. 3 other accused were allegedly involved in the murder, and the vehicle used in the incident was later traced back to Modak's brother Yasin Modak. Yerskap previously told the court he was set to testify against one of Modak's bodyguards in a court matter involving an illegal firearm on the day his father was murdered. Carlo Peterson, Eyewitness News.
And 2 airlines in Panama have suspended flights to Venezuela as the U.S. cracks up military pressure on the country. The Copa and Wingo Airlines joined several other carriers since the U.S. deployed warships near Venezuela to combat drug trafficking since August. The companies say the decision is a precautionary one, promising to provide more information within the next 24 hours. Gold is trading at $4,187.66 an ounce. The rand is at 17.06 to the dollar, 22.75 to the pound, 19.89 to the euro. Brent crude oil is at $62.97 a barrel.
And in the traffic, we've got delays on the N3 North between Marlborough Drive and the Baklu interchange. That's due to roadworks. There's also roadworks causing delays along the N12 as well as the R24 West between the Gludis interchange and Edenville Road.
A partly cloudy day in store for Gauteng with afternoon thunder showers expected. The temperatures will peak at highs between 21 and 23 degrees. The top story in EWN this hour. Suspended Ekurhuleni Metro Police boss Julius Mkhwanazi continues with his testimony at the Madlanga Commission.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, visit ewn.co.za or download the EWN app.
You're with Clement Manyathela
On 702
Let's walk the talk. Streaming on the Prime Media Plus app.
DSTV channel 856.
92.7 and 106 FM.
5 minutes after 11 o'clock. Dumelang, welcome to the third and final hour of the Clement Manyathela Show. We've been listening to lies after lies at the Madlanga Commission. And I think it's important that we listen to the details of this. It's just a simple thing. Buleli Sweetie Jones is a reporter with ENCA, who's been doing an incredible job at the commission and doing follow-ups when people are being mentioned there. And he has just tweeted, responding to the tweet that I put out about Mkhwanazi, confirming that he did receive money from Ket Matlala, but he wants us to believe that this was not bribery. So it's coincidental that you are busy doing favors for Ket Matlala, favors that you are lawfully not allowed to do, and then you receive 20,000, 20,000, 30,000 in a space of a couple of months, but you want the public to believe that that was not bribes you were being paid by Ket Matlala for you to facilitate the fitting of his vehicles with blue lights. Now, here's another lie. Buleli Tweety just tweeted now, responding to that tweet I put up, that Julius Mkhwanazi in September told me during an exclusive interview on ENCA that he has no relationship with Ket Matlala. Another lie. This man has just told us that man is my brother. He's helped me when I lost my siblings. He's helped me pay for petrol, food. And yet there was an interview, and I'll play you this clip before we wrap up the show. An interview on ENCA where he says, I don't have a relationship with this man. He's just conceded this morning that he does, and he's received 70,000. And by the way, Advocate Sillo told him that that's not all the money we're telling you that you have received from this guy. So we're still coming. That means the commission probably has more evidence because they've got his bank account details. They've got his bank account statements. They've got probably have more information of the monies that have flowed from Ket Matlala to him. Let's go back to the commission.
Other three were from National. Yeah, it was another, I think there were 7 if I'm not mistaken. But I could remember a lady and 2 from province. In fact, there were 2 ladies and all others. Maybe 6 or 7, it was males on that day. And it was not only this one, ne?
But my question relates to this one. When you were approached? Yes.
And when I was approached, I was not approached. They approached me about blue lights, you see. That's when I went there. When I was there, then they said, no, out of that, there's this again.
There we go. Yes. So tell the commission when they say, no, there's this again, what is that a reference to?
No, they started by saying, there's a case in Brakpan. I said, what case in Brakpan? It's about the murder. I said, what murder? You see. I said, do you know Yako? I said, yes, I know Yako. Worked with Yako. You see. But the same thing they said, they did. I said, no. It was the last time. On that day, maybe I was having a year or months without even seeing, without even communicating with Yako. But they agreed that, we know that we are no longer working together. We've decided not to work because they know I even explained the reasons.
Nevertheless, they requested you to make the statement.
Yes, I did it immediately.
So you confirmed then, Commissioner Mkhwanazi, that you were approached by officials, or at least an official, you've identified Mr. Tsulu from IPED, and they identified to you
Mr. Tsulu.
Tsulu, you said Tsulu.
Yes. No, I was not approached by Tsulu. Tsulu introduced himself there. You see.
Indeed. So
but I was approached by province.
That is Tsulu a representative of IPED?
National, yes.
Thank you. Did Tsulu discuss with you the ongoing matter concerning a murder at Brakpan?
No, all of them, they were...
Yes. Correct.
Yes.
Tsulu,
in fact, they told me...
I apologize. Yes. Let me rephrase the question. Tsulu, in addition with several other individuals, approached you in the context of an ongoing investigation of a murder that occurred at Brakpan. Is that correct?
Yeah, but they were, the way you're putting it, they were so clear. that you gave instruction. You were not part of the operation, but you came in the morning and gave instruction. They were so clear. When I said early hours of, they said yes, we are confirming that.
Thank you, Commissioner.
From there, it was the issue of the statement.
Thank you, Commissioner. On the point of the statement, then perhaps let's turn to the statement itself. You've helpfully taken the Commission through the contents of paragraph 1. At the end of paragraph 1, you say there, and I'll read it to you, you say, I am an adult male employed by Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Municipality as the Metro Police Director, full stop. Do you see that?
Yes.
End of paragraph 1. And am I correct to say at that point in 2023, you were responsible for specialized services and operations? Is that right?
Yes, it's that time.
Right. Okay. We then look at paragraph 2, where you indicate that early last year, so if you are making the statement in 2023, as you've testified,
yes,
a reference to early last year means you are referring to an incident that likely took place in 2022.
I remember they told me that it was around that time, but I called in to see. Then I wrote, yes, you're correct.
Early last year.
Correct.
And in the context there of paragraph 2, you indicate that you were woken up by Mr. Yaku at around 2 a.m. in the morning, telling me to come and see the success of the truck that was recovered in Brakpan, in the Brakpan Springs area. Is that right?
Yes.
Can I ask you, when you say the phone call woke you up, you were, I assume, then sleeping. Where were you located at the time that you received the call?
At Albertine.
You were
my
at
house. Yeah.
You were at your home, and so you then say in paragraph 2 that you woke up and drove to Brakpan.
Yes.
After receiving this call.
Yes.
Please assist the Commission. How far is Brakpan from Alberton? If you're driving home at 2 a.m., how long is that distance?
10 to 12 kilometers. I'm not accurate. Yeah, but it's simple from me, from the freeway N17.
Okay.
It's easier, yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's one freeway straight to.
How many kilometers did you say?
It's 10, maybe 10, 14 or 15.
10 to 15.
Yes, I'm not accurate in terms of.
Okay. And you then indicate in paragraph 3 what occurred upon your arrival at the property. Do you see that?
Yes, madam.
Indeed.
Commissioner.
You, in that first sentence, you say, on my arrival, I found many vehicles marked and unmarked, including those of private individuals like his, which was red, parked next to the house. Can I stop there? Can you confirm what I've read is correct? Please take your time. It's
paragraph
3 from the top. It starts on my arrival.
Yes, I can read it. Yes.
Thank you. That reference in paragraph 3, you say, on my arrival, I found many vehicles marked and unmarked.
Yes.
What is a marked vehicle versus an unmarked vehicle?
It's police vehicle that are branded.
Okay.
Yes.
And when you say
unmarked, there were many vehicles that were not branded.
Indeed. So
yes, like private vehicles, white, different colors were there, and they were branded vehicles of different security companies. Yes.
And when you say police vehicles, what is that a reference to specifically?
It was police vehicles, marked police, SAPS vehicles, yes.
As well as you say unmarked vehicles,
yes,
which I then understand to sort of be private vehicles.
Yes. And the way they were parked, some were in front. No, there were many. That street was nearly closed, but you could drive. But at the sides, there were many vehicles that were parked there.
And you continue then on in paragraph 3. There is a reference there to a truck. Do you see that? In paragraph 3?
Yes.
What color do you say the truck is?
In terms of the color. No, that truck, these open trucks, it was opened. You see, I could see it from the back side. You see, because it was facing direction north. You see, the gate is this side.
Let me.
It may be white, but I don't want, or off-white or yellow. But what I saw that today, it was opened.
Thank you, Commissioner. I'll assist you then with reference to your paragraph 3. You indicate there in the 4th sentence at the end, he collected me from the vehicle near the house next to the gate, I assume, you correct me if that's wrong, where he showed me the white truck with canopy, which was opened on one side, but it was dark inside. I couldn't see what was inside the truck as he was pointing at it. He told me everything was sorted and managed. Can you confirm that I read that correctly?
Yes.
So what does Yaku mean when he says to you there at the end of paragraph 3, everything was sorted and managed?
We were talking about the goods. You see, he said, don't worry. That's what made me angry. You see, wake me up, you said there's a success here. You see, and there's no success. I didn't see anything there. You see. So no, don't worry. They said, no, Yako. Mustn't lie. You see, that's when, again, I got angry and moved. You see, but he was talking about successes and the goods.
And the reference by Mr. Yaku to success, you understood that to be a reference to the recovery of...
No, it was about the goods.
The goods.
Yeah, it was about the goods. Even in the it was about the goods.
And please assist the Commission. Why would Yaku phone you in order to inform you about a successful or potential successful recovery of goods at 2 a.m. in the morning?
No, he used to do that. He was not a person who likes to sleep. He's very good in terms of gathering information. There are many operations that we did, successful operations, where he will call you at night, he will call you at 3, 8 a.m., different times. But 99, or let me say 70% of what he's calling, it's a good information. He may then sometimes may not work with you, work with others and tell you, hey, no, there's a success work. But I know that when he says there's this information, he has worked. You see, even if you send members, he's been going yourself, you know that you are going to brand with that, or you are going to you'll get good publicity on that success. He was that type of a person.
In light of the kind of
Ms. Masklasedi, may I perhaps give you 2 minutes to wrap up? As I said at the beginning, it was not likely that we would finish this part of it. The Commissioner will have to come back in the new year.
Okay.
Thank you. Chairperson, then let me just ask a question or two regarding the statement. And
Perhaps just one.
Just one. That's...
Please. Yeah.
Thank you. Commissioner, in light of what you've shared with the Commission thus far about the content of the statement, in particular the identification on your part of SAPS motor vehicles, what was your understanding about the kind of operation that was taking place there when you arrived?
I've said that I could see that it was a big operation. You see, there was an operation there. And when you say goods, that means what I was saying when I was approaching. It's something that one can say, this is a success.
And your reference to big operation is a reference to a law enforcement operation, or what type of operation are you referencing?
No, the officers, it's a law enforcement operation.
They are officers?
If they were officers, it's a law enforcement agency's operation. For the mere fact that they are police, it's a law enforcement operation. When you could see when there are police that are standing there, that means there's an operation of police.
Here's my...
And Yako worked with private companies and police.
Where in your statement do you identify the presence of police there?
No, I've said Marcus is police.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Mutlaseli.
Thank you, Chair.
Yeah. Commissioner, thank you very, very much. But as I said earlier, you will have to come back in the new year. You will be notified accordingly. Let's adjourn and resume at 11:35.
All right, so he's done for the year. Well, for today, he's going to be back in the new year because they are addressing something very critical here, Was he involved in a cover-up of murder? We already know that he's been paid monies by Clement Manyathela. We already know that he's already admitted to having signed memoranda of understanding that he had no authority to sign, giving access to blue lights for Clement Manyathela's company. And then during that time, thereabout, he starts receiving monies from Clement Manyathela. And he wants us to believe that's not bribery. Now they're asking him about a cover-up of murder. I want to take your calls now because we didn't really have the 702 open line this morning. So we're going to take your calls on 011-883-0702. What are your thoughts of what you've been hearing so far from Julius Mkonazi? And my heart goes out to the people of Ekurhuleni. And look, we mustn't be naive here and think these are officials in Ekurhuleni who have been in charge, and no wonder there are some aspects of that metro that are not working. Imagine if we had an inquiry like this about Johannesburg. What do you think would come out? So let's not make the mistake of thinking this is only in as far as Ekurhuleni is concerned. It could very well be that it's even worse in Johannesburg. So sometimes we complain about the politicians, and then you still have people in the system who are technocrats, who don't care about their oath of office, but they care about doing favors for people who are going to do favors for them. That's the reality of the nature of some public officials that we have. And that is just so sad. And what saddens me is that these people are never going to be held accountable. You know, this guy is not, do you think he's going to end up in jail? I hope I'll be proven wrong. I really do. But I don't think so. I don't think he's going to end up in jail. He's going to leave. He's going to find another job in the private sector somewhere. These people he's worked with, the private security guys that he's worked with, they're probably going to give him something. And he's going to continue to just live his life like he's not done anything wrong. What a sad state of affairs. It's 22 minutes after 11 o'clock. I'm going to go to your calls and WhatsApps after the break.
John Perlman. Weekday afternoons,
3 to 6.
Deliberately undermine the possibilities of people getting an education, both in terms of the literal sense. There are many things that the current policy does, but do you actually believe that is the intention? That's the analogy you're drawing.
My issue here, John, is when Bantu education was introduced, it designed for black South Africans to simply be farm workers, and that's why also the introduction of curriculum to be in Afrikaans. And so it was designed to say your extrinsic value as it pertains to education cannot deliver you to higher
John Perlman.
3 to 6 on 702.
At Isuzu, we know every delivery, every kilometer, and every load is building something bigger. This truck month, set your business up for success with special deals across the Isuzu N and F-Series ranges. Don't get left behind. Speak to your Isuzu truck specialist or call 08600 Isuzu and secure your truck month deal today. Isuzu, with you for the long run. T's and C's apply.
Tired of long queues and waiting times at labor centers? The Unemployment Insurance Fund, UIF, has made things easier for you. Now you can access UIF services anytime, anywhere through the UIF online services platform. Submit and track your claims outcome. Upload supporting documents. Submit a payment request. Check payment status or update your personal details, all from the comfort of your home or office. It's fast, simple, and user-friendly. All you need is an internet connection. So why wait? Visit uifonline.labour.gov.za/UIF online today and experience convenient, efficient service at your fingertips. UIF, working for you.
Okay, truck 7, that has 0 warning lights. Truck 8, it's just been serviced. I guess we're running like a well-oiled machine. Where would I be without MyWay's comprehensive cover for my vans and trucks? Plus, cover for my customers' orders with goods and transit insurance. I guess we'll never know.
Visit myway.co.za or dial 0860 64 64 64 and get a quote today. MyWay is a licensed non-life insurer and FSP. T's, C's and standard rates apply. MyWay. Live your way.
702.
The Clement Manyathela Show.
Let's walk the talk.
24 minutes after 11 o'clock. James, you're in North Riding. Good morning.
Morning, Clement.
Hi.
Clement, this is what we are listening to and what we are exposed to as a country is really disappointing. When you listen to these allegations, this expose that is coming out, I say whether General Mkhwanazi, the provincial commissioner in KZN, whether his allegations are wrong or right, at this point it doesn't matter. Where we find ourselves, that it has led to this expose, it just exposes how authorities have never been interested in changing people's lives. That we have got people like this Mkhwanazi, at one point was an acting chief of police. Now the whole of Ekurhuleni is managed by this person. The security of Ekurhuleni is managed by this person. The Imogenes and all others that have been coming up. It just shows you why the country finds itself in the state that is in. The poor service delivery, everything, the corruption that has been left unattended, even when authorities knew about this. Now, this should say, I don't know what ANC is reading from this. Are they still going to continue with this cadre deployment? Because all this stems from cadre deployment. It is just sad and very sad. I just look at wonder if Ramaphosa does listen to this and say, what have we done to the country? What have we done? This is such a mess. We are inside. We actually wonder, how do we survive? How actually do we survive that we reach the next day and the next day when you have police that are criminal, law enforcement that is involved in criminal activity? How do we survive?
Yeah. James in North Riding, thank you so much for your call. Here's some WhatsApps on 072 702 1702.
Good day again, Clemson. Good day, 702 listeners. Clemson, this guy, did you have legal advice? Because he just implicated himself into more charges. There's soliciting a bribe, there's corruption, there's fraud with that document that he submitted purporting to be an MOU with the city. This guy, he should have really sought legal advice, or if he had legal advice, they dropped him. Yeah, no, and we're not even at the body yet, the disposal of the body and tampering with the scene and murder. It's gonna go. I think the commission is gonna recommend for more charges to be added.
Yeah, look, they did ask him. In fact, I think in the beginning, no lawyer was read into the record. I don't think he had actual lawyers like Mkhunu has Nukai Toby there, who is a lawyer on record. I think he's got quote unquote a support staff. Yeah, I think that's what he has. Now, listen to this clip, right? This is what Julius Mkhwanazi said when he was on ENCA, and ENCA's reporter Puleli Tswiti Jones asked him, do you have a relationship with Ket Matlala? Listen to what he said.
What's your relationship with Vusi Musi Ket Matlala?
I don't have a relationship with Vusi Musi Matlala. We had an operation with the Ket VIP security. You see, it was a VIP guys. My team and those guys worked in the city when there was the state of the city. That time it was an approved plan that was approved.
Did you hear that? So let's not get distracted because you see what he's doing there. He always wants to go and explain things that have got nothing to do with the question so that you are distracted. The first response is, I don't have a relationship with Vusmuzi Ket Matlala. That interview was just 3 months ago. It's in September. Listen to what he says just 2 months later at the Madlanga Commission today when he's asked about Vusmuzi Ket Matlala.
Have you ever received any money from Mr. Vusi Musi Matlala, or him personally, directly, or any of his companies?
No, but
It's a yes or no.
The part just might be interesting.
No, let me say.
Okay, I'll allow you the but.
Sometimes you give me money for petrol, or sometimes you borrow money from me. Say, "Ngamla mali petrol, give 500 rand, 300 rand." It's those monies. But we use, as I've said to you, we're beginning to be that close now.
The short answer is that you did get money from him for things like petrol, 500 rand here, 300 rand here for food.
Yes. There was a time where there was serious frustration on suspension coming. Remember, I was getting overtime and some benefits. Then it was difficult for me to buy food and feed the kids.
Okay, so which is it? If you don't have a relationship with someone, how are they helping you feed your children? How are they giving you money for petrol? How are they helping you bury your siblings? How are they sending you 20,000 in May, 20,000 in June, 30,000 in December in the year 2022? If you don't have a relationship with them. And he's going to walk out of there scot-free and go enjoy a glass of beer, I bet you, tonight. Probably going to walk out chill because he knows nothing is going to happen. Even with what has been exposed today as lies. It's 11:31. Let's get the latest in Eyewitness News headlines. We'll come back with more of your calls and WhatsApp. Simbali, hi.
Thanks, Clement. Good morning. Suspended acting EMPD head Julius Mkhwanazi has admitted to receiving some money from alleged criminal kingpin Vusumuzi Matlala multiple times. Mkhwanazi has been continuing with his testimony at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry sitting in Pretoria today. The inquiry was set up to probe allegations of criminal interference in policing matters. During his time in the hot seat, Mkhwanazi also denied fitting 4 cars belonging to Matlala with blue lights. The state has once again accused former President Jacob Zuma and French arms company Thales of delaying tactics. They are back in the Pietermaritzburg High Court for arguments, and they leave to appeal a ruling that dismissed their bid to have charges against them dropped. The pair face several charges of corruption, fraud, racketeering and money laundering related to the controversial 1999 arms deal. And 2 airlines in Panama have suspended flights to Venezuela as the U.S. ramps up military pressure on the country. The Copa and Wingo Airlines join several other carriers since the U.S. deployed warships near Venezuela to combat drug trafficking in August. Those are the headlines. This EWN and more at midday or as it happens.
EWN Traffic.
There's queuing traffic on several roads within the Mayfair, Crown City and Amalgam areas. Routes affected include the M2 West between Crown Interchange and Main Reef Road. Main Reef Road in itself as well as Crownwood Road. While travelling in Bedfordview, an accident has been reported on the N3 South near Van Buren Road. Delays coming out of the Gululis Interchange and heading towards Bedfordview. Do expect heavier traffic volumes. This is between the Geldenhuys Interchange and the Gululis Interchange due to roadworks, as well as on the N12 and the R24 West between Edenville Road and the Gululis Interchange. Out in Kelvin, we still have got delays along the N3 North between Marlborough Drive and the Baklu Interchange, also due to roadworks. So please be on the lookout there and continue driving with care. And that's your last traffic update from me, Amo Ramela. Otherwise, Karabo Jale will have your next report at the top of the hour onwards. Stay tuned.
There's more EWN on air, online, and on the EWN app. Aubrey Masango.
Weekday evenings,
8 to midnight.
All of the stories that we are made to believe are the important story. We can talk about Trump and his lies about a white genocide in South Africa, expropriation of white people's land. This is absolute lies. But actually, the story is about minerals. You go to the Middle East, you go and speak to the people of Iraq, you speak to the people of Iran. It's always been about minerals. And it does not help that the governments of those countries are not doing the basics right. What it does is that it gives the lie amplification.
Aubrey Masango.
8 to midnight on 702.
702.
Your wallet may not be feeling festive this December, but OUTsurance could have some amazing savings or cash to put the jingle back in your pocket. Get a quote today, and if OUTsurance can't beat your car insurance premium, ask for 500 Rand cash. Make that 1,500 Rand cash if you've been claim-free and with the same insurer for 3 years. Get savings or cash. SMS out to 45142. That's out to 45142. Licensed to insure and FSP. T's and C's online.
Those trusty old shoes. There for your first move out of home. That marathon training that lasted a day. The quick runs to the store. The long nights out. Yeah, they've done the most for you. But with the Street Store, they can do even more for someone else. Visit thestreetstore.org to find out more about donating your pre-loved shoes and clothes to the world's first rent-free pop-up clothing store for the homeless. Donate before December 6, 2025.
You want to build a quality home, the eye-catching jewel of the town, but your personality type is bargain hunter. It's only been 2 months and your quality home is the neighborhood nightmare. So abantu bazotini about the peeling paint that you call abstract art, the cracked walls that look like frown lines. Skip the embarrassment and the hunting. Make smarter decisions for your home. Visit Cashbuild online to order quality cement, paint, and more at the lowest prices. Cashbuild
702.
Call Clement
On 011
883
0702.
24 minutes before 12 o'clock. Guys, we need to pray for our country, hey? If we're not putting monies in couches, we're sending people to Russia under false pretense. We're signing documents we don't have authority to sign to give people blue lights, private citizens. Yo, I already won. Yeah, already won. Straight. Let's go to your WhatsApps now on 072 702 1702 and your calls on 011 883 0702.
And the team, you know, this guy will what we call a Kasumashai. The people who will talk, will give you a long statement and they say nothing at the end of the day, and they are they know it all. They know it all, they know everyone. That is Mr. Mkwana's. Andy and breaking down. Thank you.
Hi, Clement. It's Baron here from Alexander. Look, man, Mkwanazi needs to be arrested. Mkwanazi have lied. Mkwanazi lied under oath about this Kate Matlala. This is serious allegations, Kenneth. Mkwanazi must be arrested. If not, I personally going to open a case against him for lying under oath, for defeating the ends of justice. And case must be opened. You must rot in jail. Milton Paronier Alexander, thank you.
Good morning, Clement and 702 people. I am the resident of Ekurhuleni. If you can come here, Ekurhuleni, at all its corners, you come to Boxbeck, Jamestown, Albertine, Captain Park, you see that the dirty places. In the olden days, we used to have people who come to work on the parks. At our parks now, it's dirty. The grass is too long. There are no lights here. At night, it's too dark. Service delivery is not there. But listen to this guy, Konasi, lying to that commission. But anyway, he's giving the evidence that he's a friend to this Matlala cat. But you can come to Ekurhuleni and you see a mess, a dirty place to stay. But this guy is just now confessing that he's a friend to the criminals. But it's pity that he's going to walk away doing they won't even arrest him. But you come to Ekurhuleni, Mr. Clement, you can see that it's a dirty place to stay. And then this guy is just claiming here on this station, on the commission, that is trying to trick away with all his deeds. Thank you, Matomi and Jamestown.
But do you guys think this guy was working alone? I don't believe that. I don't think that he was working alone. I think there is someone higher up, a politician, maybe a city manager. Who knows? I think there's somebody higher up somewhere who was benefiting from this relationship that this chap facilitated with Kat. There's no way that this man, with all the things he's been accused of, which he has admitted to at the commission, got protected for about 2 years. Even when there's an IPID report, a city manager said, no, we're not taking action against this man. It's vague. And I wonder if the commission went through the bank statements of the city manager. Because maybe that's where they needed to focus on. And she's not coming back now. She's done. Ooh. I just wish, and I don't know if they've done it, I wish they went through her statements. I mean, there are video clips, and I'm not suggesting to you that she's not allowed to wear expensive clothes. But there are video clips of her attending events, and she talks about the expensive clothes that she's wearing. And when you tally that up, that goes to like the millions, over R1 million. I'm not saying she's not allowed to have that. Of course, she could very well have other ways she's purchased and had the access to such funds. I'm just saying we are operating in an environment which is muddy. And I think because she has protected this guy who's lying at the commission today, we must pay attention to her bank statements and see if she's not received any benefits. I mean, Tantlam Konas is receiving 20,000, 30,000. Who was he sharing that with? Who ensured that he gets protected? Julius Mkonas. Who was he sharing that money with?
Good morning, Clement. I think it is time that we get a commission of inquiry for all these municipalities. The rot in these municipalities is just disheartening. In fact, my brother's a subcontractor for the Mogale City municipality. So they use their own vehicles. And one time he went to one of the depots of the Mogale City and he saw brand new trucks for garbage collection that are just sitting in the depot, and there's no rubbish collection in Mogale City. So they really should look into the rot in all of these municipalities. And in fact, there's now a private person who's collecting rubbish for people in Mogale City for obviously money, whilst there are brand new trucks in Mogale City that are just collecting dust.
Good morning, Clement. You know, the scary part or the worst part about all this is that we still have people like Julius Mkwenazi sitting in powerful positions. Whether you go to the city of Tshwane, any other metros, you go to the municipalities, go to Eastern Cape, see the things that they do that side, and it's worse. The rot goes deeper.
Good morning, Clement. Clement, people like Mkwenazi, they need to set example with those people. Those people need to be arrested and they must serve sentence. And whoever leaders, the future leaders that are coming, they must know that they can also be arrested. This is the right time to do the things right now. These people must face music to build their future.
Morning, Clement and Tim Mapare here from Rodiport. Regarding Mkwenazi, these guys are just coming there to lie, you see? So many saying, you see. Yeah, the only thing we see is him lying. We can see him lying. He was always going to say, you see, I didn't want to do something, you see? Yes, we see that you're lying. Hush.
Morning, Clement. Morning, 702 lenders. With this regard to this Julius Mkwenazi, that nincompoop, can you imagine telling a chairman, the judge, that you are losing it? Gee, he's just on another level. Thank you. I'm Pumi and Tipcliffe.
Good morning, Clement. Great show always. Clement, the issue of Ekurhuleni, it's really a disaster, my brother, to be quite honest. Everyone that has been involved in Ekurhuleni, ANC leadership, EFF, I think all of them, all the people that have worked under Ekurhuleni municipalities, they have looted the municipalities in a severe way, if not manner. Yeah. Victor machine in Sloboville Pelandaba, thank you.
Yeah. So if this country changed its name, what do you think would be the name of South Africa? Like, I think it would be Kidiboni. Like, Kidiboni means I've seen it all. Huh? Like, Kidiboni means I have seen it all. If this country were to change its name, what do you, given everything that we've just experienced, what do you think would be the name of South Africa? Let me know. Give me a call or send me a WhatsApp voice note. It's 15 minutes before 12.
To celebrate 25 years of helping you live the Premier life, FNB Premier is giving you a chance to win a 14-day European tour experience and other cool monthly prizes. Open any FNB Premier account from September to 31 December 2025. Switch your salary, swipe or tap a minimum of 2,000 Rand per month for 3 months straight. Spend and win with FNB Premier. FNB, help changes everything. TCs and competition rules apply. FNB, a division of First Rand Bank Limited, an authorized financial services and credit provider.
End the year on a high with instant payment. How you ask? Well, sell it to We Buy Cars. Simply complete the form on webuycars.co.za and there you have it. A great offer within minutes. Ready to take it further? Sealing the deal with your dream ride? Explore over 12,000 vehicles on webuycars.co.za. Easy, right? With We Buy Cars, it always is.
Some numbers bring instant stress, like a speeding fine, another petrol price hike, or that one debit order you forgot about again. But not all numbers bring panic. Some bring calm and actual life-saving support. With 24/7 emergency support and over 300 ambulances, ER24 is there when you need us most. Don't wait for an emergency. See it, say it, save it. 084 124.
You're with Clement Manyathela.
702. Let's walk the talk.
14 minutes before 12 o'clock. What would be the name of South Africa? Given everything that we've experienced, what would be the name of South Africa? I'm saying Kidiboni because, my goodness, this country, we have seen it all. What have we not seen? You get shocked by this. The next day, it's completely something different. And the people are justifying it with a straight face because they think we're kids. What's sad, though, is that some of them, if not most, end up with no accountability whatsoever. Moms on the WhatsApp line says, Clement, the country would be called Matlakala. No, I don't think so. My essay name would be Hadfeli. What do you mean by that? Hadifeli. Oh, Hadifeli. Okay, Hadifeli, meaning, these things are never finish. They just keep on coming. Yeah. I'm saying Kidiboni because we've seen it all.
Good morning, Clement. I will call it Senzeni. Senzeni now.
Hi. A very good morning, Clement. In the way lefatshe le ki wa tseba ke nkare ka sezulu ke nkare umhlolo country ngaba zonke siyavela umhlolo. Thanks from Anonymous.
Anonymous, remember people used to say umhlolo ka James. What did they mean by that, actually? I just remembered that now. Yeah? Like, I remember, like, the elders, when they used to shout at us, they were shocked by something. They used to say, umhlolo ka James. Who, were they talking about James from the Bible? And was he shocked at some point? Does anybody know that? Does anybody understand why they used to say that, umhlolo ka James? Yeah, that just came to my mind now. I don't remember why. What was the premise or the link to that? And then Stanley on the WhatsApp line says, Clement, the new country would be called James Bond, 007 James Bond. Yeah. Because, wow, we have seen it all.
Hey, Clement, how are you? Yeah, hey. I think looters, country of looters. Yeah, it will be good. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, but I mean, not everybody is a looter, eh? I mean, not everybody, I mean, even the politicians, not every politician is a thief. You know, we've got great South Africans here. We've got great people who work for Ekurhuleni, for Joburg, for our government, for the police, for some state institutions who are honest citizens who care about their work. So I don't think it's fair to then paint all of us with the same brush. There are some of us who are honest, but there are also some of us who are just simply not interested in the public good. They're interested in what benefits them.
The name actually ke Matlakala fela. Ke Matlakala.
Some of them, if not more.
Hi Clement. Nkare manyofonyofo.
Morning, Clement. I'd call it Mandwa, Remontwing, Manralwa, left, right, and
Luantombo.
center.
We are fighting left, right, center. That's so true.
Hi, Clement. I will call it jumping castle. This country is a jumping castle.
Clement, you know this country. I will call it Tsietsi. Kasutu Tsietsi. Yeah.
South Africa should be renamed Zimbabwe South. Clearly the politicians aspire to taking us in that direction. They're certainly making a good job of getting us there. That's my input. George from Centurion.
Yeah, hey, there's some text messages that have come through as well, so let me read some of them. Hey, Clement, where is that? Oh, I confess, my favorite person is Mr. UC. I watched him at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry, and it became the greatest tongue twist show in the country. Every time he spoke, it was UC. Then someone else said, you see, and soon the whole room was spinning with you see, while trying to see what nobody could see, because all we could see was you see, saying you see. By the end of the commission, we needed a break just to see if we could still see after hearing so many you sees. Oh, yeah, Adedivas, that is so funny. And that one says, Clement, I don't understand. What I don't understand is why would a man who is in his position be asking for petrol money from another man? It's really not making sense. He wants to make this look like it was because he was suspended. Yeah, but also, men can ask for petrol money from other men. That's fine. I don't think that's an issue. But you've got to look at the conflict of interest. First of all, this man was suspended with full pay, wasn't he? Second of all, he was conflicted. He did things that are illegal to benefit Ket Matlala. And then in the same period, he starts receiving monies from Ket Matlala. And then this year when he's cornered in September, the clip I played you on ENCA, he says, I don't have a relationship with Ket Matlala. Today, at the Madlanga Commission, he says, that's like a brother to me. We were so close. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Terence on the WhatsApp line says, hey, Clement, I think we should stop saying that nothing will happen to Julius Mkhwanazi and others. I really don't think what you're saying is true. It should be very clear that the commission succeeded in obtaining admissible and relevant evidence which can be used in the prosecution against the accused in a court of law. Let us not prejudge the work and outcome of the commission. You should instead encourage members of the public to contact the commission if they have any relevant information which will assist in bringing others to book. We must stop the negativity. It must also be stated categorically that the commission is staffed with experienced lawyers. They will not be sidetracked by the delaying or evasive tactics of Brigadier Mkhwanazi. They will eventually expose him. Well, Terence, we have witnessed a number of commissions of inquiry that have not led to the prosecutions. Even when it's been clearly stated during those commissions that there was an untoward relationship. Take the State Capture Commission, for instance. I mean, if you want to avoid that reality, cool. I'm not. I'm using that also as a reference point. And I'm not hoping that he doesn't get arrested. I actually hope that he does. You and I agree there. I hope that the police can follow up on the recommendations that will be made by this Madlanga Commission, because they are likely to recommend that he must face prosecution. How many other people has the State Capture Commission recommended that they must face prosecution? And are they facing prosecution so many years later after the report was released, the State Capture Commission report? So maybe you can advise on that. Maybe send us a WhatsApp and tell us, out of the state, let's use just the State Capture Commission on its own. The State Capture Commission, how many? Just give me 3 names of people whom the State Capture Commission says these people must face prosecution, and they are currently facing prosecution. So when we say what is said is that these people may not actually face the might of the law, it's because we have seen it. But I absolutely hope that we can be proven wrong. Of course I would love that. But I'm also being realistic. We live in South Africa. We live in South Africa, and we know what happens when it comes to people that have got some kind of political protection.
Clemson, I think they should call it Wahlala Bazibona. We've seen it all, and we're still seeing more. Thank you, Billy from Cape Town.
Yeah, Billy Bahlala Bazibona, you always, like we literally are consistently seeing flames, eh? On the WhatsApp line, let me wrap up with these messages. Anonymous says, Clement, the term Umhloloka James was taken from the South African comedy Emzini Wezinsizwa. Okay. There was a character called James Mkhize, and he'd say, Umhloloka James. Oh, okay. I remember Emzini Wezinsizwa, but I don't remember that phrase. Okay, that's fascinating. Thank you so much for that. Because I was wondering, where does that come from? Lisibane as well says, Clement, I seem to recall the series Emzini Wezinsizwa, Umhloloka James comes from that TV series. Okay, I get it. Thank you so much for reminding me of that, because I had completely forgotten. And then another person says, hi Clement, remember Cele named our country Gomorrah, Sodoma and Gomorrah. Yeah, when he was angry. But some of you were busy. Remember, we were receiving WhatsApp voice notes of people who were praising Bheki Cele after he appeared. Hey, sometimes we can be so gullible. Bheki Cele appeared at the parliamentary inquiry. There are some people who are sending WhatsApp voice notes on this show. One person even suggested that we must give flowers to Bheki Cele. Something along those lines. I think sometimes that's how gullible we are. Why give that person flowers? Bheki Cele. And now the same people are now coming back and saying, oh my, because now Vusmuzi Matlala has confirmed, right? The monies that is given to Bheki Cele. Now what? Are you taking back your flowers? Yeah, so sometimes we're just so gullible, really. It's going up to a minute now before 12 o'clock.
Coming up
on the Midday Report.
Hey, how are you doing?
Fine, you.
I don't know. I was asking the listeners, what would you call this country if it were to change from South Africa, given what we've experienced? And I'm suggesting I would call it Kiriboni, which means we've seen it all. Because, my goodness, if we don't have a party that's sending innocent men to Russia to go fight in Ukraine and lying to them, with a president who puts monies in his couch and justifies it. Now you've got these guys who just lie with a straight face at commissions of inquiries.
I mean, it is gobsmacking.
We've seen it all.
But you know what? I think maybe we've just begun. I don't know.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, can it
I
get
don't
any
have
worse?
capacity for any more. Please,
And
it
it's
has to
relentless.
stop.
It just keeps coming.
It just keeps
And how many
coming.
spies are there? I mean, we're going to be talking about that.
Yeah.
The capture of Zuma's spy, what it means. Apparently, that's a green shoot, so there's a bit of positivity. And then, the G20. Well, the US doesn't want us. Shock horror. In fact, they're putting Poland in our place. So what does that mean for us? We haven't seen it all.
Oh, we haven't seen it all. All right, that's what's coming up on the Midday Report with Jane Dutton, who is in for Mandy Wiener. Let me thank you for listening to the Thursday edition of the Clement Manyathela Show. I'm going to be back with you on Monday. I hope Lando Norris wins in Abu Dhabi this weekend. We'll talk about it on Monday. Have a beautiful day and weekend, my friends. Bye-bye.
This is EWN.
Good afternoon, I'm Bali Dlamini. Let's begin with some news just in. The South African Human Rights Commission has found that officers who responded to a demonstration at the Walter Sisulu University in May last year were not properly trained. At the Walter Sisulu University in May last year were not properly trained to handle the situation. The commission released its report following an investigation into the unrest where live ammunition is believed to have been used on protesting students. 14 students were injured during that demonstration, Nhlanhla Mabaso reports.
The May 2024 protest at the Walter Sisulu University's Mthatha campus started as a peaceful sit-in. At the time, students expressed their frustrations about transport allowances, accommodation shortages, and administrative inactions. However, after 3 days of no response from the management, the university deployed a private security